Hello everybody and welcome to another week of Civilization 6 content on OnSpotTV. We do have today the first game of the week, starting up with CivFR Squadrons, and it will be Nouveau Parti Anti-Foi going against Ulysse. It does look like we got most of the players in the lobby. I think actually all of the players in the lobby. We got Malm, Softstyle, we got Aytheak and Chuck coming today to play for the Nouveau Parti Anti-Foi. While on Ulysse, we do have Romrom, Riggy, Lege and JackTheRipper showing up for their side. Of course, I do want to say hello everybody. We got 5-second energy here. Good evening, sir. We got Arctic Steel UK. Hello. What is that? Petit pois? Big Z 1992, good evening, and indeed quite a few games this weekend, and I do hope we're gonna have the same weekend the next one. Peter Rowe, good evening and welcome back. Neril Dil, hello and welcome sir. We got Colophonius, guten Abend mein Herr. Hey, willkommen. We got Salty Capybara also showing up over here. Hello then and welcome back. Thank you very much for those pointers, by the way, much appreciated. I didn't get to send them over, but I will try to send them over. Lege Elementos, good evening, sir. Natro0225, good evening, sir. And Crispy AZ coming back to the stream. Hello, we missed you this weekend. The Loon75, good evening, sir, and welcome. I do hope definitely you're gonna enjoy the show over here. Gotta mention, special mention, Salty Capybara picked up that first promotion. Good and welcome. Alt Triangle, hello and welcome. Taking a look at what's going on here, it doesn't like in the staging room. We do have the players starting to get their picks and ban phase going, and it does look like in the map pool phase we got Lakes, Inland Sea, Pangea, Primordial and Seven Seas showing up over here. Let me take a look at one. Give me a second. Okay, taking a look at what's going on over here, it does look like the players are definitely trying to see what map they're going to be playing. They only have two options: Inland Sea, a lot of simming; Pangea, a lot of fighting. Of course, we got a few seconds to go and we're going to find that answer. And taking a look at also what are they talking over here? It does look like okay, no, not that many things. Okay. Be the Brady, thank you very much for the follow, sir, and welcome. I do have to say, by the way, I'm gonna actually not have my usual headsets on in my ear because I think I have like so I was thinking my ear should actually need some trouble, and I did get one of those things over here to put in the ear, you know, some little liquids to put in the ear so you can clean it. And well, I can't hear well with the left ear, so I'm gonna try as much as possible to pay attention to what's going on around me with my right ear. And of course, if I only have the music and everything from the stream on my right ear, it will be a problem. I won't be able to take everything into my senses. Of course, actually coming back to the music, I do have to put it over there in the 3%. Oh, Toothpies, thank you very much for the raid, sir. Hey, welcome everybody, welcome in. Thank you, much appreciated, Toothpies. Of course, big shout out to him. A lot of the times we have seen him on the stream over here. Glad to know you're starting to stream, sir, and definitely much I hope you have a good time, and of course I do hope you're gonna keep on grinding. That's the important thing. I'm not sure how I should phrase that in English. In Romanian I know, but man. Anyway, coming back over here in the active ban phase, it does look like Scythia is gonna be picked first. We got actually picked as a ban and not picked as the civilization. So you can see now in the active ban phase they went for Pangea, right, as a map. So they're gonna try to take out those warring civilizations first, and that's exactly what's happening. We got Scythia taken out, we got Zulu taken out, we got Mongolia, Genghis Khan, the big Khans, we got Vietnam, and then we got As you can see over here, Mapuche and Khmer, 5th and 6th. Wait a second. Oh my god, there are a lot of very good civilizations still left to be picked, and of course, since this is Pangea, they are more prone to be next to each other on the land than on the seas. Some of them might actually try to go for something like Victoria or Dido. We've seen yesterday, for example, Coupe with Portugal picked at the same side. We might see something like this evolve, but I do believe if they're gonna go for something like this, Ulysse, you will have the choice to go for it. If Malm would have picked, for example, Coupe first, I'm pretty sure Romrom immediately would have gone for Portugal, so he wouldn't have let his opposing team get those 2 picks in. Of course, actually, Romrom and Riggy could do that right now, pick Coupe and Portugal. We've seen yesterday how much it matters, and of course, thank you very much for the follow, Rikum. And there we go, to Spice. There we go, man. We're moving up. Hey. Yay! I'm so happy when I see more people streaming, by the way. I'm so happy that the scene is gaining more attention, because, oh my god, this game deserves it. Anyway, coming back to this, Romrom is taking his time to take a look at what he's gonna choose, and it does look like, of course, we are in the 7 seconds. Okay, so they're not gonna go for that boom duel, the Coupe plus Portugal mashup. We're gonna actually have Trajan picked by Romrom. Riggy is gonna have to pick next, and we're gonna see how it is. Of course, I do want to quickly check the stream over here. Okay, there we go. So I can switch back properly. Riggy is gonna need to find out what he's gonna do over here in the second choice of his team. Of course, man picking Peter first has been he's definitely thinking about going for some kind of culture shenanigans, and that actually forces his opponents to try to do some kind of defense, pick some kind of defense. Yes, Rome can do it, but others are more specialized into doing that. For example, Gorgo or Pericles would be much better in this case, and we will see what they're gonna pick. Well, didn't go for either. He went for Philip II. This is a half naval, half land civilization. Definitely Philip II over here does benefit from those continent splits, and we do need to see how that will develop. Hey, Riklum, thank you very much for the tier 1 sub, bro. Much appreciated. Thank you, sir. Looking at also we have a great Civ 6 community for sure. Yes, it is amazing, and it's, oh my god, it's growing, and it's unbelievable to see, by the way. I can't wait to meet a lot of them at the lands and see what we can do with more competitions. Exciting period over here. Softstyle coming up with Eleanor of Aquitaine on England. Of course, the Eleanor persona, I should say, England, it does have a lot of potential when it comes to his gold, and it definitely can trade his own with Philip II. Although, honestly, even in this matchup, I would still prefer Philip II, especially if he gets continent splits. It's so powerful to have those early fleets, to have the early armadas, not to mention the extra production towards them. Of course, now they do have a phase in which they're going to pick another 4 bands, and we're gonna need to see, or I should say, ban another 4 civilizations, you know, so nobody misunderstands that pick ban. No, what does that mean? Is it all gonna be a pick, or is it gonna be a ban? A pick and a ban, a pick and a ban. Oh no, the choices. Anyway, it does look like Romrom is gonna have the first ban, and it is gonna be Montezuma. Whoa, Montezuma showing up over here as a ban. And it's not a targeted ban? Well, I know from the first draft they definitely targeted Vietnam over there. Malm didn't get to play his favorite civilization. And then, well, you know, Lotaro, we've seen the power of Lotaro. Then it was a targeted. Wait, they actually banned Khmer themselves. Didn't want to. Okay, well, I mean, those are quite a few questionable bans in the first one. Yes, I totally understand. They deserve their place over there, but thinking more of it, like in depth, I'm like, Wait, did you actually ban it for yourself? Didn't want to let your people pick it? I don't know, man. Because, I mean, we know Lege, for example, is an extremely good Khmer player. So, I don't know. Anyway, finally able to make a live stream. I just found out competitive Civ 6. And, hey, welcome, sir. Thank you very much for joining us. Rafivi, also, good evening. Bonsoir. The story was showing the statistics of the different civilizations, and Coupe is still here. Well, I mean, yeah, it's still there. Yeah, it's just not getting that much played. It's either banned or when it gets picked. You've seen what it did yesterday, right, to Norway. Total stomp. It was like total stomp. He didn't care. He was getting attacked by a lot of longships. He just settled more cities. He was like a flower, you know, like in the seas over there. Oh, let me go here. Let me put the city here. Let me get a city state. Let me get some more boats. Oh, let me get some more economy going. Oh, you finished my trade routes. Oh, no problem, sir. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. And then poof, I got caravels. You're gonna get smashed. Bam, bam. Yeah, well, that's Coupe in a nutshell. You are in for a treatment? Yeah, well, definitely. Welcome, enjoy. Welcome, sir. Definitely. We got looks like Japan taken out. Looks like also Gorgo got taken out as the 9th option, and one single civilization to be banned here in just a few seconds. Looks like 9, 8, 7, 6. Oh, it is gonna be Basil. It looks like that's another one of those targeted bans. I was wondering where Basil is, but I guess I didn't manage to point him out in time. Basil the second here, it's one of the favorite civilizations of JackTheRipper, but it does require a lot of gold. You have to ask your team all the game, guys, give me gold, guys, give me gold. You know, I cannot make my own gold, guys, let me gold, give me gold. Well, I mean, you know, that happens. Yeah, but it does, if you do manage to mix it up very well with your allies, so making the gold and you're getting the army and so on, you can definitely smash your opponents. Lege over here, I can't say I'm surprised him going for Teddy Roosevelt. Oh wait, oh my god, they're forcing their hand. Lege going for Portugal here. Are they actually gonna go Coupe? Is this gonna happen? We got Aytheak, this from the other team, of course, from NBA, from Nouveau Parti Anti-Foi, with a choice here. Is he gonna let Coupe in, or is he gonna pick it? If he lets Coupe in, Zhao III will have such a good synergy with Coupe. If not, well, I mean, they're gonna have to fight on the seas. Oh my god, no! Harald Hardrada, I mean, sure, but it's not a given. You've seen yesterday, bro. You gotta pick Coupe. Okay, they picked both. They went for both. There we go. Nailed it. Aytheak going for Harald Hardrada. Chuck going for Coupe. Now JackTheRipper has to respond with the last pick of the day for Team Ulysse. They do have Portugal, they have Philip II, and they do have Rome. I gotta say, they do have two of these coastal civilizations. It looks like it's a bit too much. I gotta say, this definitely looks like it's a bit too much when it comes to coastal on Pangaea. So we do need to see what he's gonna pick over here. I'm expecting some of those civilizations on land. I'm expecting something like Persia, for example. I'm expecting something like Cree. I mean, we're gonna have to wait. It looks like he's making us wait. So Dido it is, yeah. Crispy, Jack needs his money, they need someone to make some. Yeah, Basil is in my pasta tonight. Yeah, Arabia, whoa, I mean, can they afford Arabia? Yeah, they should definitely afford Arabia with Zhao III and Philip II in the same team, and Rome, who can go commercials first. But no, he is actually gonna go for some of those annoying civilizations. Matthias Corvinus, he's gonna try to get his team some advantage from actually annoying his opponents to death. And of course we do know that Matthias Corvinus does benefit from that amazing actually opportunity to levy so many city-states, get those units with an extra movement, smash their opponent's cities, and be as annoying as possible. In the statistics, Dido was synonym of defeat. She has a low win rate. The best are Japan and Rome in my civilization, in main civilization. I mean, wait, Rafifi, which statistics from where, who are the players, and so on and so forth? Because I mean, we've seen so many statistics that honestly we can't really pay attention to them. It's like that you're getting definitely confused if you pay attention to the statistics. Actually, I gotta say from the first division, yeah, I don't think that's a good statistic. So I gotta tell you guys, in the first part of BBG, we had statistics in CPL every day. It was, oh my god, like we had the leaderboards working, we had the bots managing to look at what civilization got played, how many times it won, and so on and so forth. And it didn't actually lead us anywhere, like anywhere, because most of the time it was the player playing it in what kind of situation, what did they do with it, and so on and so forth. It was more about other interaction between the civilizations rather than that civilization itself. And it did actually make quite a bit of an impact, because we at that moment the developer of BBG was taking a look at the statistics and trying to use the statistics to actually change the civilizations in the game, like nerf them or buff them, or nerf them and buff them. Oh my god, that was quite a problem. I mean, until actually the players started talking to each other and giving advices on what to nerf, what to buff. Oh my god, that didn't work. I mean, I can't really remember specifics, but I do know at that period in time it just was a mess of the place. And yes, in the in the games we did have, for example, FFAs at the same time as teammates looked at as the statistics, and again, I mean, it's very hard to actually take into account. Seeing you on YouTube and Twitch at the same time confuses me. Forge, good evening, sir. And yeah, I do have a premiere on YouTube right now, indeed. And I gotta mention this. I know I talked quite a bit about this before. Gathy Anthony, also good evening, sir. Welcome. I gotta say, I am not allowed to stream on both. That's one of the, there's a 24-hour period of exclusivity that Twitch requires, which I totally understand it, man. I totally understand it. They provide us with this service. We try to do our best over here. Let's not, don't be everywhere. It's a matter of respect. But at the same time, I do believe it is very important to actually have an archive on YouTube, and I do believe it is important to actually have the live chat also available. And the only way you have live chat available for YouTube is to actually make it a premiere. So that actually gives the viewers to interact with each other, to give some opinions. I also can interact with them live if they have some questions or something. Actually, I have right now on my screen on the left side, I have a tab opened up with the YouTube Premiere, so I can answer if there are any questions over there. No goal, Arctic Uzi. I'm sorry, today, no gold. No goal, I mean. Are you actually present in those videos? Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to be everywhere, man. Everywhere, but it's, yeah. What can I say? It's a work in progress. It takes time for me to adapt to everything. Whoa, Malm just Pale Bond Ridges. Oh, he's saying that we don't have the correct ridges. Let me see. It's classic ridges. They want to play on standard ridges? No. No. Anyway, that's a map and a half. Yeah, that's a map and a half, I guess. It looks like one of those Corvettes from Star Wars, you know? Well, what can I say? Okay, there we go. Just waiting for everything to join over there. Come on. I need to click play. Oh man, this is quite annoying. How do you... Man. I'm gonna need to use more of this, whatever it's called, auto sun or something like this. There's a liquid for, what is it called, natural eardrops. Okay, that's it. Well, I mean, I guess they closed up or something. The Nebulan B frigate, yes, I believe that was a medical frigate, if I do remember correctly. And well, I think I got the second one. Yeah, there we go. I got the second lobby link. While we're waiting, can you confirm how many weeks are in the CWC group phase? We just finished the CWC group phase. We just have some tiebreakers to play on this week. There were 7 weeks available for the teams to go at each other, of course, with 8 members in each group. We do need to see how that will how the tiebreakers will also finish, and of course yes, the top 4 advance. The top 4 advance from each group, which does give us 8 teams, which will get to fight each other in the quarterfinals, semifinals, and then of course the finals. In the next phase of the game, we will have only single eliminations, so it will be a best of 3, and they do have to play each other only, of course. Whoever wins the best of 3 will go for the next ones, for the next phase. I'm not sure how I messed that up, by the way, in my mind, but sure, it happened. Okay, I'm switching with Chuck over here, trying to switch with Chuck. I don't remember exactly who picked who, so I can pick his leader, but I guess we'll see. Next up, we do need to see, of course. Oh, there we go. I did click swap. Okay. Next up, we're definitely gonna need to wait and see what BTS will also do. I understand they need to play another game with Duhanza, and they're still talking over there. But that's the information I got. They need to. There was something done at some point, and they will need to play another game. We do have 3 games: Barking Yang versus Sivjo, Sphinx versus WCG, and Zaki Danxia versus Duhanza that need to play for the tiebreakers in this on this week. It's only a best of 1, and we're gonna need to see who's gonna go forward. Of course, in the same time, we do have 1 more week, or I should say, actually, only 4 days to go for the CPL Premier League to actually finish its registration. So if you guys have teams ready, or you do want to take part of the CPL Premier League, you should send us your team roster and of course the name and so on. Does Nouveau Parti and Anti-Foi mean they are not in the Civ World Cup? They are not. Oh, my English man. Nouveau means new. Yes, Nouveau means new. Basically, Nouveau Parti Anti-Foi means it's the new clan, the new anti-clan faith. That's how it should translate in English. At the beginning, when Malm established the clan, or the team, I should say, they just didn't like, he just didn't like Faith at all, which is kind of surprising because now he's starting to like Faith somewhat. So yeah, he was extremely annoyed about the Faith generation of the, why do I have, oh, give me a second, I don't know why I lost connection to half of the players in the lobby. Anyway, let me see, create game, private, confirm, and also you are saying bad school French. I don't know about that. Does Farex sponsor the event? Not as far as I know. I did try to reach out. I didn't receive any. Actually, no, I didn't reach out to Farex. I reached out to 2K. Give me a second. Okay, there we go. I don't know for some reason. Oh, there we go. We got a unnamed one. Romrom. I was wondering why that happened. I think Chuck, after I left, Chuck just disconnected from the lobby. Tidio, good evening, sir. And drink water. Oh man. Oh yeah, I do have some water over here. I was thinking that now it's starting to be a bit hot outside in Romania, so I have a few problems. First of all, with air conditioning, I need to keep the air conditioning on in my room, otherwise it's going to be like 40 degrees or something. The second is I need to get water, which is actually not room temperature, because 40 degrees, man, oh man, it's not like you're drinking water, you're being burned by water. So yeah, it's quite something. We'll see. I did manage to put some of those bottles in the fridge, but I totally forgot to put them in a good amount of time so they can actually get chillier. Good evening. Hello there, sir. Would be the new anti-faith party, like a political party. Oh, like a political party. Okay, I got it. But I know most of their names. Isn't Malm a streamer too? Yes, Malm is a streamer. Chuck is a streamer, for example. We do have Aytheak, which I don't believe he streams. And then was it Softstyle? I believe was the fourth one from them. Softstyle is also a streamer. It's Softstyle. It's he's missing the E on his stream. If you want to check him out, definitely try to check him out. Let me see. I know I wrote his stream quite a few times in the how to say. I don't know why they're not streaming here. Yes, Jack is playing too. Jack is on Ulysses roster. I hope he understands. I'm gonna actually try to rejoin so he can go back. Oh no. Oh, he wants to swap? Okay, I mean, we can swap. Sure. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I gotta say it was quite a surprise. Nouveau Parti Anti-Foi didn't make it in the CWC. We were expecting quite a bit from them. I do think Malm got a bit distracted with everything else, and they didn't quite get to play a lot of games to scream, to train, and so on and so forth. So that might have been the answer. They have a very good lineup, and I'm expecting a lot of good things from them. Looking in the CivFR Squadrons, since they do have like 14 weeks to go, then there's going to be a period of playoffs and so on. There are quite a few games that need to be played out, and of course still it doesn't look like we have an answer. Also, Shah Spaceship Battleships, I saw them at the LAN. I was expecting a lot of good things, but it looks like they got a bit overwhelmed by the Division 1 gameplay. I do hope they're gonna actually get, first of all, a lot of experience playing with the Division 1, and second of all, manage to get back up and find the answer to what they're missing over there. What are they missing in their strategy, so they can actually perform the same as the other teams in the Division 1. That's one of the things that also is very important in a competitive setting. You do have to always challenge teams to get better, and at the same time try to figure out how to get that experience for them, even if they don't get to scream with each other that often. You can see, for example, how important it was for BTS in the last few months to get screams, as in training sessions with other teams over and over again, because they got challenged on the map. Yes, they lost a lot of games, but they came out victorious in some of them, and they learned from them, and now they actually are performing much better in the CWC. Do you ever play Civ yourself, by the way? Because I always see you just hosting. I did focus as much as possible on hosting. I do believe it is extremely important to... I don't know what's going on. Why is everybody disconnecting, reconnecting, disconnecting, reconnecting? I saw the host disconnected. Was that... I know there was a Nvidia update today, but I don't think that's actually the reason that's happening here. Salty Capybara. Oh yeah, thank you for reminding me to drink water. You're right. I opened it up and I was just keeping it here. Network connection to host has been lost. Give me a second. Okay, there's some kind of a bug that we don't know about. Aytheak is gonna host. Okay, got it. Also, to come back to your question, player, I do try as much as I can to play, but most of the time it does look like I'm focusing my stream on casting the games. So at some point I made a decision that it is good for the viewers and good for me as well to know what is happening, what kind of content there is on the stream. Yes, I did try at the beginning of my streaming career to be here and there, as in I was streaming Civilization 6, I was streaming some EVE Online, I was streaming some Valorant, for example, CSGO, and so on and so forth. I just streamed quite a few games, but at some point I just realized that it's much better to actually give the players, give the viewers something to look forward to, and of course not surprise them with the content that they might not like. So that's the reason that I started focusing. Most of my viewers, followers do expect Civilization 6 content, do expect streaming, like me commenting on those games. And yes, from time to time I do stream how to say, my games as well. I think I streamed one a few weeks ago when I went into a Duhanza game, into a game from how to say, game from the German league. Give me a second. I'm trying to report this. There's somebody messaging me, so give me a second so I can respond to him. While I do have to see what's going on over here. Okay, I mean, sure. I'm swapping with somebody. I don't know who. Somebody said swap? No. Okay. Anyway, so from Azartras, good evening, sir. Hello, and also good to see you around. Are you looking for? Oh! I see. We got some conversation going. Mais le vin sur la table. Capybara, c'est pas un petit rongeur. Is a little ranger or something? What? Oh no, you're not a ranger. He's not a... Okay. He's not a little ranger, actually. Got it. Okay, we got me joining up on the spectator. I think Chuck disconnected. He's gonna reconnect back, probably on the leader slot here, and we're gonna keep on going. Okay, the message. Let's see. We got this and this and this and this, and wow. Okay. Give me now I need to take a look at what's going on over here. Oh, I'm gonna need a moment if I actually need to look at this. I do hope we're getting there. We need to be getting there. Okay, I'll have to watch Barking Yanks game later. Yeah, well, I believe they should start right now, right? They should start right now. Wait, Don Williano. Who this? Don Williano? Somebody has a new member here. Okay, so got it. Fixed it. The story is casting it. Yeah, I was actually thinking between the two games, but I have been casting a lot of Parking Gang versus somebody versus Sphinx, and I was thinking of switching it up a little bit. I actually was looking forward to the chance of getting MPA versus how to say versus Ulysse, and also I do want to check out their new roster over here with Aytheak joining on them. It does seem like also we got Romrom on Ulysse, Riggy on Ulysse. They are starting to move up in the world over there. The picks aren't already final, right? Wait, which picks? We do have the picks. The civilization picks, they're final. The civilization picks, they're final. Okay, so I think I can actually put up on the screen over here so we can take a look at so we can take a look at the results in the previous stages. Give me a second so I can find the links. They shouldn't be that hard to find. I just need to click on buttons so we get to the correct channels. There were, oh my god, a lot of things going on over here. Okay, there we go. So we got this one. This one. It does look like, of course, in the standing screen, we do have Barking Yang still leading the pack with 7 and 1. Lege is coming up on the second slot. Ulysse third slot. Quit Imperial on fourth. We got Sphinx on fifth. Blackpick on sixth with Nouveau Parti coming up on the seventh, and Shah Special Battleships coming up on the eighth. It will be extremely important for Nouveau Parti Anti-Foi to get this, not to mention for Ulysse to get this, putting them on a 7-3 right next to, right above Les Ranges, which do have one more game to play over here. It does look like, of course, we're going to need to see if Barking Gang is going to keep that winning streak. This is, I think, the first loss they had in the CivFR Squadrons for quite some time now. Yeah, thank you, Darchim and Rafifi. Hello there. Do someone has the website link for me? Which website link, by the way? This one? Yeah, I can give you this. I don't think OnSpot is old. So, wait, I'm old. Yes, I am old. I'm 35, man. I'm old. I have already, how to say, dust on my shoulders and wrinkles and everything. I got big belly. I'm actually old. What I can say is I am trying to get some movement done, and I think I am actually doing more exercise right now than I was doing when I was little. Yeah, I'm critical hit. Well, it happens, man. Quite an interesting spawn, by the way, for Chuck. I'm not sure exactly why Malm disconnected, but I guess, oh well, we'll see. I do want to click on buttons over here. You see, you are all... Wait, I mean, what can I say, man? No, I embrace it. I embrace it already. I understand. I'm old. You know, I'm definitely not in my 20s anymore. Okay, taking a look at Russia on Chuck. We do have him with quite a few salt mines over here. Does look like a lot of sheep is also going to benefit him, and it does look like he does have two of these, three tier tiles in the capital. Unfortunately, they are quite far away, and it will take him quite a bit of effort to go for them. I do like his flat tundra, though, most of the time for those holy sites. I'm not so sure he's actually going to use them that much. Oh, actually... ear, I started hearing a little bit of wind from my left ear. Oh, let's go, bro. Anyway, it does look like in the land that he has to the west side. He's not going to have a lot of fresh water from all of these tiles, but he does have some rivers, and he can definitely settle coastal. And not a lot of cities though. I mean, yes, let's count them up: 1, 2, 3, and a 4, with a 5 over here somewhere, and a 6 over here somewhere, and a 7th over here, with an 8 over here. Well, I mean, sure, 7, 8 cities to defend against the Spanish Inquisition. Oh my god, it's Spain. Oh no, what is happening over here? We do have a Lege that you can see. Actually, he does have a coastal spawn, and he does have also Norway to the east side. Oh, that's actually gonna be bad for him. Harald Hardrada, a big boy Malm, is gonna try to do some damage over here against him. Looks like you guys have talked quite a bit over here. Let me catch up. What did you say? What did you say? You make me curious. What is going on, and why is LinkedIn giving me? Sure, we can do that. I don't know who this is, but we can definitely do that. Whatever. Let me see. Is that a charming way of saying immature? Wait. Oh, I see. I see what you're talking about there. Man, now I need to actually parse what's going on through the chat and not barge into somebody else's conversation. 30 is the new 20s, man. I tell myself every day. Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, I can't say my mind is getting wrapped around me being over 30. What can I say? It's quite a thing over here. Mami Vata, good evening and welcome, sir. We got So Happy 42. Hello. And you say Lege will kill Hardrada. I mean, especially with if he goes religion, if he's getting the +5, we definitely have quite something on our hands. Wait, another relobby? Everybody? Oh my god. Okay, sure. We can definitely relobby. So they want us to relobby and check all our mods. I'm gonna do that right now. Give me a second. And I'm sorry, TTube, you got yourself into that. I'm not sure how to help you. I'm gonna do my best over here to be a shield and talk about anything else. But in the meantime, we're gonna have to see what's going on. Let's see. Unsubscribe from this one. Subscribe to this one. Downloading. Okay, that downloaded. Multiplayer helper. Unsubscribe from this one. Okay, subscribe to this one. It takes a while. There we go. We got it going on. BG478. Subscribe to this one. Subscribe to this one. Okay. Viselectra, not much. They did go for the pick and ban phase, and then for some reason there was a new bug entered into the game over here. It does look like we're gonna need to see what's gonna happen. BBS206 and subscribe, unsubscribe. Okay, I unsubscribed and subscribed again. Yeah. Good evening, sir. Good evening and welcome. Also, Alia Jacques Test. Good evening, sir. Can you check Jack spawn to check who see the wrong spawn? I don't. How to say? At the moment, I'm more focused on subbing and subbing my mods than actually checking the spawns. When I'm gonna get there, I'm gonna get there. Also, Laco93, hey, good evening, sir. Welcome back. Hello there. Let's go, Ulysse. Yeah, let's go. We'll see how they're gonna do this. Someone didn't like his spawn, so relobby again. It might be. I don't know. Well, let's see. New lobby up. I can stay young forever with my wizardry. Whoa, that's quite a feat over there. I bet the ones names does not start with a J and ends with a. I don't get it, Viselectra. Let's see. Oh, don't you be sad. At least you have your wizardry, definitely. I am actually curious to see if Lege will manage to take on both, but definitely with his +5 against civilizations that do have religion, it will be much easier for him to go about taking out Norway and taking out Russia. He does have I still think he does have a hard position, especially at the beginning of the game. Harald Hardrada does make it, he does, like, Harald Hardrada actually doesn't need a religion. I have to say this, doesn't need a religion. He can just go straight up longships and then go harbors and try to get his options like that, while of course he's gonna actually deny Philip II's ability to get those points of damage against him. Russia, it's kind of a different beast. Russia usually, yes, you can play it without a religion, but usually it's much better with a religion, especially with the half-cost harbor, half-cost holy sites, the extra +4 era score that you get from them, and so on and so forth. Not to mention the tundra, where most of the time you're gonna need feed the world because it's so bad to actually get the food into those cities. So we're gonna need to see exactly how Chaco is gonna try to play Peter over there, and of course what kind of moves Lege will do. Remember, even if, yes, we're laughing a little bit, they didn't like the spawn, it's kind of bad over there, they might have done this, then they did bad ridges and so on and so forth, bad AI. You gotta take into account they still have a remap token at turn 8. This was one of the rules that was changed in the CWC and in the CivFR Squadrons. Both of them do now have remap tokens for each games, for each teams, and of course that means we might actually get to see a remap turn 8. We're not sure exactly from which side that will be, if it's gonna be from the side of sorry, Romrom Hungary, Romrom con in yeah, if it's gonna be from Nouveau Parti Anti-Foi or is it gonna be from Ulysse. We're gonna definitely wait for them to figure their spawns out and try to see if they will decide it is bad enough that they should try to use the remap token. Of course, this is Pangea, so you kind of expect to see something more warlike than you're used to seeing on a lot of the maps because of the close proximity of your neighbors. And we're gonna need to see if this is gonna be it. Are we gonna start this? Oh man, I mean, I feel like I should start saying over here. One second. Wait, why is Riggy? Wow. Bro. You know what? I'm gonna rejoin just for the sake of rejoining. Okay. Should be a limit on the number of restarts too. Yeah. To be true, I knew it. Well, at least we didn't actually start. I wanted to say that I feel like saying one of those gentlemen, start your engines. Boom, 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 boom. Oh my god, let's go. Some of those drift machines over there with that awesome engine on their side, awesome engine sound. My maturity is fine, so no problem. Yeah, definitely. Oh, man. My ear. Let's go. Oh, so coisa aleatória. We do have Pangea starting up, and actually that reminds me, I should put the text on the screen over here. Give me a second. I think it was already on Pangea. There we go. On the left side of the screen, you can actually see it right now. Pangea is the map. At this rate, some engines would be out of fuel by the time they finally start. Yeah. Okay, so you guys were asking me Jack's spawn. Looks like Jack does have banana. Oh, he can definitely actually go for the 1-1 over here and get those 4 points. Those 4 tiles to put his districts on. Let's actually see what he's gonna do. He could, I actually think, knowing Jack, he might actually go for the sheep tile over here, so he gets a 2-2 base. But honestly, he does have a lot of food over there to get a lot of population, so we'll see. He's probably gonna ask his teammates for the bananas, though. Just saying. Looking at Spain's city over here, opening city, I do notice he does have an option to go for the southeast over here, and of course I do see the +4 campus in the capital, which is going to be amazing. He does have access to reef tiles and a reef fish, which can definitely be improved for some extra food and production. We do need to see exactly how his opponent over here, Norway, is gonna do this. I have to mention something, and this is a problem, right? You gotta take into account the early choices of the players. Yes, Norway doesn't know for the moment that he's on the same seas as Spain, and if he clicks on that holy site and puts it down, that's gonna lock one of his districts in. That's gonna be a big problem when it comes to the next era. And of course, yes, he does have a +3 over here to the left of Nidaros, which does allow him to get a good harbor and so on, and he's gonna have a good campus. And I mean, you know, it's everything is gonna be nice for him. Unfortunately, he's also, if he establishes a religion, he's also gonna give a +5 bonus to Spain over here when he's gonna get attacked. I have to mention another thing that's really important. I believe it's really important. Spain usually doesn't go for a religion from the get-go. He usually waits a little bit until he gets a religion, and he doesn't have continent splits yet. So it's quite a bit of an issue for him to get all of the bonuses that we know Spain can be good at. Taking a look at the other spawns over here, I do want to take a peek at Portugal. Actually, Riggy, I would say he does have a relatively good spawn over here. The only thing kind of bad about this is his only city state to trade with is going to be Muscat. That's going to be quite northward, and of course it is quite close to Russia, which can take it out and make it his. I don't believe Russia will want to fight Portugal on the seas. It's not something that usually you want to do, especially against the Naus. Very, very strong caravel units. Let's see, camel map. This is a wait, no, I don't know what this bump is, but I feel like this is more like a, how do you call Vidra? Translate.google.com. I need to actually translate from Romanian into English. Otter map. I think this looks like an otter map. That's just me. Except this little bump over here. I don't know what the bump is. Maybe that's the tail or something, you know, curled back. Hello, Ranagir. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Besson Benjer, we should be somewhere in the Renaissance era. Oh, yeah, we should be. It's a shark jumping from the water. The fin on the left and on the top of the head is on the right going down. Shark, yeah, you're right. Oh my god, you're right. You're right, sir. It is a shark jumping. And of course you can see the over here. Yeah, definitely shark. Definitely shark. Okay, coming back over here, Riggy on Portugal, we do have a scout pumped out in 4 turns. He does have 2 tools to work. Actually, he does have two to work because it's only 1. He's gonna need to grow or buy in the other ones. Definitely, I do see a lot of cities over here on the coast that he could benefit from. Unfortunately, in the south, he does have a desert settle, which, I mean, you know, could work. You get some extra era score. With Hong Kong being over there, it doesn't look like he's gonna get to trade with it on the seas. Portugal have the Bermuda Triangle maybe spawn in Spain. Yeah, well, we'll see. That's gonna be a bit of a bad juju over here for Harald Hardrada if they see that. And I do also notice Malm is actually gonna go for animal husbandry first. He is not going for religion yet. That's very important to note. Chuck is going for a religion with Russia. Of course, I don't know. I don't think actually Norway knows about this. Wait, staying off the coast? He gave up the coast? Oh my. Oh. What does Bermuda Triangle do? It teleports your units that go into it. So basically, you just send your unit into it, and poof, you're out somewhere around, in another place of the map over here. It can actually teleport you over here, or on the other side over here somewhere. Most of the time, it's on other bodies of water. So I gotta say this: it's either here or here should be. We'll see. Okay, MPA remapped, you think? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, but look at this. We might actually see Lege remap this. Anyway, we do have a Softstyle, by the way, with Maori settler, and I totally forgot to actually put a prediction on this. Where is he gonna go? Left, right? It looks like he did choose right, and he is gonna be above Portugal when it comes to his settle. I really like his early choices here. Like looking at what he can do. He can definitely settle a city right next to Muscat, get that city for him, and then get another city south where that warrior is coming. If he's gonna find out, of course, that Portugal is to his south, he is definitely gonna clash against Portugal from the beginning, which is gonna be quite nasty here for Riggy. We do have also, let's see, Buddha settled over there on the east, and of course got all of those tiles. The maximum effort over here, maximum amount of bonuses that he could have for other districts. I'm pretty sure he's not going to use all of these tiles, but oh well, we'll see. Looking at Romrom, he does have of course his ally over here, Matthias Corvinus, to his southwest. Does look like he's gonna benefit from scouts, getting some sheep and silk worked for the extra production and of course the extra point of culture. He could go for the north second settle over here on that. Oh my god, the Tiki Hut holds an amazing place. Of course, actually, I would actually say that the best place is still on this 2-2 river bend over here. You do get all of the bonuses. You just need to spend some gold to get that amber. And in the meantime, oh my god, this land will be amazing with the geothermal in the middle. Get those Government Plaza tiles going, and of course get the campuses next to it. In the southeast, we have a lot of city-states. These are all the teeth of the sharks over here. The shark over here. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 city-states are showing up. While, of course, in the northeast, we do have one last civilization to talk about. That is London, England. And somebody got a relic. Somebody got a relic. Who got a relic? Riggy got a relic. Oh my god, that's gonna be God of the Seas over here. And immediately you see Softstyle's warrior is like, hello, hi. He's next to the city of Lisbon over here. Oh no, what is Lisbon gonna do? I'm pretty sure Riggy is gonna find out about the capital city of Maori, and you can see how Maori left this tile for him to work. It's definitely gonna try to get there. Anyway, we got a remap going on here. What do you guys think? What do you think? Remap or no remap? You guys have some how to say, free emotes to use. Remap or no remap? We can definitely see what the main opinion is. Wait, I see Seb actually asked me to drink water like 20 minutes ago. Thank you very much, sir. I totally not see that. Jack and Romrom can naval trade. Easy Portugal smash into Maori's face. They just buy him now upgrade. Okay, looks like we got 5 actually different, oh my god, 6, 7 viewers remapping. Remap MPA. Well, they're definitely thinking about it. You see how tense this is? They're definitely thinking about it. And I do see We need a check over here. It does look like MPA did make their option first, and then yes, MPA will remap this. We got the Aytheak, Chunk, Softstyle, and Malm deciding it's not worth the trouble. They will remap this. Cake W, yeah, it does look like you guys are right. You guys are right. Remapping this. There were two nations right next to Spain over here, but I do have to point out also Maori being on these seas did pose quite a bit of a challenge for Madrid. He could go for Toas to go against Madrid, and late after go against Portugal over here. The main problem is, of course, how IRL you can be. Madrid being able to IRL 3 people, that would have been quite bad. Bad spawn for Maori, yeah, it happens. What are usually the reasons for a remap? It's most of the time you're gonna see positionings or of the players versus the other players, like what their neighbors are. Yeah, or bad spawns as in not enough tiles to, not enough good tiles to work, or not enough other cities to settle. Oh. Guess I can let that in. Yeah. What can I say, man?
Now begins your greatest quest. From this early
This one is just the USA. Oh my god. Okay. Well, we'll see how this will develop. We got in the northwest over here, just Armagh. Just Armagh? No, it's also Spain on the coast. Spain, no continent split. Again, no continent split? Oh my god, this is not... Oh. This is better, actually. We got Spain and Portugal on the same coast. And then, oh my god. This is quite bad. I think this is worse, actually, as a spawn. Because last time, you could at least derail your opponents, and you would have fought a very hard war, but at least you would have fought a hard war. In this scenario, what war are you gonna fight against Portugal and Spain generating that gold? Oh my god, that's gonna be bad. And anyway, prediction. Let's go very fast for this. Where will Maori go? Left, right. Submission period. Let's go for 1 minute. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Where will Maori go? Chance to win some points over here, imaginary points on the internet, but it doesn't. Scale creep floors? No. It doesn't. Just like a normal settler, as far as I know. Left, right. Where do you think this will go? Of course, you get no kick double. This is a serious one. This is very serious. We get to watch what's going on over here. Wait, you actually want to put into kick W? It's right. Oh my god. How do I stop this? I need to stop this. He moved faster. No, and somebody, oh my god, this is not fair. No. And submissions. Okay, there we go. I stopped it. Oh my god, a lot of people. We got him, boys. We got him. Look at that. He's aiming left. If I lose this, I can't give you water. How do I stop this? He went right. What can I say, man? Watch Malm go right and settle between Spain and Portugal. Oh my God, yes, he will do that. And you know what? Settle inland between Portugal and Spain. You know, he can, he could. Look at this on the stone tile or even the 2-2 base over there. Amazing, amazing. Anyway, we're gonna need to see what he's gonna do over here. We got Portugal with Riggy moving on that 2-2 stone tile. He does have a well to use, and I do see quite a few 2-2s to work. Wait, what if warrior prevents him from settling? I mean, that could be a thing. I do see Portugal just clicked on a button on the coast over here to keep on going. Unbeknownst to him, it is a tiki hut that he will go for. That could be a turn, a sub T turn 8 CC if the Portugal warrior can snag the Maori settler. I'm pretty sure he's gonna see it though. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be spotted. But yeah, it would be quite a bit of a problem there. Of course, we do have Spain moving to the north with his warrior. He's also gonna find a tiki hut there, and he did settle this time on the coast. Not gonna ignore it. We got the city of Madrid with a scout pumped out in 2 turns with a 2-2 base. Does look like he is gonna have what he needs for his next stage of the game. The big problem is he doesn't have a continent split over here, and his missions are not gonna be that great. He's gonna have to play this as a normal Spain, not as a boosted Spain. We do have also Nidaros, Malm over here. Oh my God, this is a problem. We got Malm with Nidaros next to a banana tile, 3-2 banana tile. He does have a lot of food with fresh water as well, with the possibility to get a +6 holy site. And he can go and just send Norwegian longships against Lisbon without being tackled by anybody. You can see also he's gonna pop one of these sticky huts next turn. He is going builder first. A bit surprising him going builder first. I'm actually curious, what is he gonna do? Is he gonna go the greedy way and improve his pastures over here? I think so, right? Animal husbandry 2 turns. Yeah, it does look like pastures are the way. The big problem for him is Hungary to the northeast over here. JackTheRipper with the city of Buddha did settle this time on a 2-2 base, and he doesn't have, oh my God. Man, last time he actually had a good spawn. This time I'm not so sure that's a good spawn. I mean, sure, he can go on the tobacco tile, get some banana. He can go another tobacco tile, get some 2-2s, but man, yeah, I mean, Jack has insane river system. I mean, sure, but he's not Germany though, and he only has, like, last time he had like 4 tiles that he were getting in that Battle of the Danube bonus, and like a lot of resources around and so on and so forth. This time he has a single 2-2 in the capital, man. That's it. That's quite problematic. Anyway, he can make it work, don't get me wrong, he can make it work. There are a lot of hills around. It's just so expensive over here to make it work. Rome rushing campuses, we're gonna see. Let's, oh my God, he actually settled. He's getting boats first, and you can see Portugal put that warrior in his face, and I do believe they're actually gonna need to buy Coupe over here, another warrior to keep out those Spanish scouts. Silent Killer Lead, thank you very much for the follow, sir, and welcome. You are wrong, he's asking to buy scouts. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm not sure, but I feel like you don't like the guy. Wait, oh, I don't know, man. Just keep those keep it friendly, boys, keep it friendly. We got Rome over here with Romrom going for bananas. He does have a +4 campus if he wants to go for it, and it does look like he's also gonna have an amazing river system. To the south over here, quite a few cities. Definitely the sugar tile would be amazing to settle, with a possible deer tile in the second ring, and quite a few 2-2s to work at the beginning. I also like he can settle a lot of cities until he actually reaches Hungary. He does have a few one-tile passageways to go for Hungary over here, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna be needed to help out his buddy there with some trade routes. You do see we're turn 8. We do need to see if they're gonna remap for him, of course, with Softstyle over here moving. Oh my god, he actually put the warrior into, he's going on the offensive over here. He's going full IRL against Lisbon. He's showing he's doing this. Softstyle is definitely doing this on purpose. He's saying, oh, you wanna IRL me, bro? Let's go. I'm Coupe. I'm the master of the IRL spawns. Yeah, I will terminate you. And of course, taking a look at what's going on, Riggy is gonna get the help of Spain from the north. With a few scouts, we do have boats from Madrid. They're trying to get that attack on him, but they need to figure it out. With a 33 strength city in Coupe's land, oh, I find it extremely unlikely they're actually gonna do that much against him, honestly. Then, yeah, remap. Remap, you know, it happens. It happens. We're gonna get another one, by the way. Another one of those predictions. Get ready. Get ready for the Maori prediction. You gotta get your points ready over there. Think about how much you wanna spend on the left or the right. I'm not surprised they had no expanse. I predict a turtle map. Yeah, it might be. Finarfin, good evening, sir. Good abend. Hey, Finarfin, you joining us at the land, by the way? Romrom said he will instant settle the sugar. Yeah, that makes sense. Instant settle the sugar. Yeah, definitely makes sense. We did have London over here with a good city, and I do want to check quickly what St. Petersburg was looking like. Chuck, not bad, man. Look at this. Look at these silver tiles everywhere. A lot of fresh water from the rivers. Wander to the south, Dead Sea. Not a good wander, but you know, you make it work. And he's quite far away from his opponent. I guess Romrom would have been his opponent. Not that bad, not that bad for him. Let's see, turtle map or no turtle map. And of course, you really need to think about the choices, left or right.
From the first stir.
Okay. Well, this is, I gotta say, it doesn't look like a turtle. If this is a turtle, this is, I think, well, a turtle eaten by a crocodile or something. But it does look like a whale, you know, like, or something like it. If you turn it right side up, it does look like a whale. It has like those flips. A seahorse on its belly. It's a seahorse. Okay, we can go with the seahorse. Let's go. Get ready, boys. Get ready. Where is Maori? Maori. Wait, no Maori? Maori inland? Bro. Oh, I see. Okay, prediction. Let's go. Where will Maori go? Left, right. 1 minute. Let's go. Oh my god, Softstyle, don't move. Oh no, he went up. Never mind. I'm sorry. We're gonna scratch that. I'm sorry. Delete return points. He went north. I mean, what can you do? This is not one of those Pangeas. He's gonna settle in the face of Romrom. Right smack in his face. 4 tiles from Romrom's capital. Can you? You know, up. Yeah, you win. Yeah, indeed, you do win. Man, oh man, this is gonna be bad for Romrom. I gotta say, this is definitely gonna be bad for Romrom. That's honestly that's the risk you take when you let Coupe in. You know from the get-go this is gonna be one of those games in which you might actually be next to Coupe or Coupe on the other side will actually come next to you and he's gonna be like, "What's up, bro? Huh? You watching a movie? Me too." Okay, let's take a look at the northwest over here. We got Portugal with Riggy coming up with 2 sheep tile underneath his settle by the looks of it. He is going to have a +3 harbor, and it does look like he could definitely settle quite a few cities over here with a wonder, the Cliffs of Dover. By the way, Aytheak is going to be to his southwest, and of course Eleanor over here will probably try to interact somehow with Portugal, smash some boats, get some kills over there. And oh no, Portugal, what are you doing here? We got Norway a bit further away than ideally, but he can definitely send longships. Can you imagine when Malm over here is gonna get the word out that Portugal is on his own coast? Oh, that's gonna be bad. Do we have Spain anywhere? Let's see, Spain. No. Spain not here, Spain not here. Where is Spain? Spain is here. Oh man. I mean, X6 player XZ, you're right, Legions could defend if he gets there. That's the issue. If he gets there. Because usually TOAs are quite fast and not a lot of people actually improve their iron because kick W. And I mean, they don't have any more arena tokens. So, you know, I think we got the surprises on the map here. I'm pretty sure we know where Russia is. He's in the southeast part of the map over there with a lot of land to settle, quite a few city-states to smash and grab. And we do need to actually put on the map over here all of the things for each civilization. So, give me a few minutes here. We're getting this going. Portugal, Riggy does have the 2-2 base, quite a few tiles to improve, and as far as I can see, he has a problem with his amount of hills. That's going to be quite an expensive settle for him. He does have horses to the north, and it does look like he's going to benefit from an iron tile that is 3 tiles away, unfortunately, from his capital. Again, quite expensive. I'm a bit worried about this pawn just because, of course, you can see he doesn't actually have a lot of tiles to work. Pop 5, he's going to have to start buying third ring tiles, which is not going to be ideal. We do have him pumping out a scout, and of course we did talk a little bit about Eleanor to his south, and very far away in the middle of the map we did have Norway over there, definitely managing to do some power against him, some kind of shenanigan against him. It does look like Aytheak to the southwest of Riggy. He is going to be his opponent. We do have him with a reef fish tile in the capital, a pretty good tile to work at the beginning. You couple it with those 1-3s and get that extra food, extra production. Do the woo. And of course, taking a look over here at the city of London, he's pumping out a scout. Does benefit from a horse in the second ring with an iron in the first one. We do have in the northwest a possibility for him to go for the Cliffs of Dover for that extra ching, and of course the culture, and definitely can make it work. We do need to see what's going on in the south. A lot of cities for him to settle. Doesn't really need we don't really need him to actually go for the north, but he can definitely try to box in Portugal as much as possible, forcing Portugal to stay on 3-4 cities, especially go for the east side over here. It's gonna be fatal, allowing him forcing him to go for desert hills. Try to go for some some inland cities with Portugal is just not going to be ideal. Of course, we will also need to see what's going on over here. We do have quite a bit of a shenanigan going on. I think Coupe found his spot. He found his spot. We got Rome in the middle of the map, Coupe next to him. Romrom just found out that Softstyle is gonna be in his face. Romrom over here has a settler coming up in 4 turns. He does have 2 scouts to use and 1 warrior, but all of them are actually going outside of his cities. And of course, We do see that on his east side, Softstyle over here is gonna get another settler, a settler for himself as well, with a possibility to pop 2 of those tiki hats. We do have in the city of Rome, by the way, an iron tile, 2 tiles from his capital, and I do see, unfortunately, he doesn't actually have horses unless he actually settled on them, which I don't believe. We're gonna need to check that out sooner rather than later. His strategic resources are gonna be extremely important for him to survive the next era. We do have, oh my god, Malm found a goodie hat and received a relic. Really? It wasn't enough that he has a very good spawn over here. He got a relic as well for God of the Sea. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Oh my god, amber everywhere. We do have, by the way, war declaration started, and it does look like... I gotta point out, by the way, one big important thing. Oh, Ehawk MPA, thank you very much for the sub. Whoa, we're getting there, boys. We're getting to that monthly, how to say, target, monthly target. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait, where are those coming from? What's that? Niels WN clap. Wow, nice. I really like that. How to say? Woo, woo, woo. Nice, nice, nice. Even if he hadn't, it would have not been of much use here. With much pleasure, sir, and I do hope you're gonna enjoy this one as well. We do have a big information to share about Coupe. The thing is, with Coupe, you don't need strategic resources. You can just go for the toes without any kind of worry to get your iron improved or get your horses up or whatever. You just get the horse. You just get the toes out. Of course, taking a look over here, I know there was a discussion at some point to make them require iron, but they never did it. And of course, you can see they just required production. Well, that is an issue. That is an issue. Wait, forest fire for Maori? He does have a forest fire. It's burning. It's burning grass. Hallelujah. It's burning grass. We do have a tile right now burning, and it does look like, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4 more tiles could actually get damaged by this forest fire. It can definitely spread. It doesn't look like it did spread though. We're gonna see how that will fare. And I do want to point out, of course, Maori is trying to push Romrom to settle in the northwest part. It's not that he actually had anywhere else to settle, but I do think he wanted to block him from actually settling his face over here next to that tobacco tile and force the horse. I'm pretty sure it would be a good thing for Romrom to actually go and settle over here on the 2-2 tile next to the mountains. Okay, talking about Coupe, yes, he doesn't need... resources. Yes, he already has quite a few 2-2s to work. You have to take into account that he needs to rush also early empire, so he gets okay, it was just 1 tile. Just 1 tile. Maybe burning grass. Construction is way too late for the distance. Does Coupe dare settle Rome late and sail boats into Rome's capital? Can you imagine if he does that? Like settle a city here? Oh my god, that would be so funny. Oh my god. Oh, Softstyle, what are you gonna do here, bro? The next level bullying of Romrom has activated. We do need to see another settler coming up from Rome. You do see, of course, he's trying to attack the city directly. He doesn't care about it, man. He's just forcing Rome to spend some gold over there, and of course take it away from his team. Anyway, I do think we're gonna need to catch back on that action a little later here. We got Norway with a settler coming out. It does look like he's gonna ignore his region. No, he's getting it now. Astrology in 5, foreign trade in 5. He might be going harbors though, not really anything else. Did choose God of the Sea as a pantheon. Of course, we do see that England is also gonna put that city right in the face of Portugal. And oh my god, Portugal is just getting a settler out? Bro, that's late. Did something happen to you? Are you okay, bro? Are you okay? Like, what happened here? Is he working the incense style to get a pantheon? Is that what's happening here? Oh my god, he might. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, on Nidaros, we do have him with an iron tile to the southeast. Does look like he's also missing horses. They are in the third ring, but very expensive to get, unless he actually puts a city over here to the west side and actually settles on them. Taking a look at his options, well, he went southeast. He's going for more iron than anything else, and of course, he doesn't actually know where his iron is yet. He will find out. And we do have Mount Vesuvius to the south of Hungary. He did get that gold from his teammates, and of course that actually puts Rome in quite a pickle. They did also manage to get a slinger out for Rome, and you do see that it pushed out both of those units. The slinger can definitely damage how to say the units considerably, and we do have Softstyle not actually going the full 9 yards over here for that setter. Can he? Will he? I'm actually surprised. Why did he not double the settlers here? Anyway, we'll see how this will develop. I'm pretty sure this will be amazing. Looking at Hungary, he does have to the west side an iron tile to work, a horse tile, and another iron tile. He is moving his first settler towards the northeast, and of course he's going for campuses first with a +4 starting up right now. I do have to point out he does have also two bonuses, two possible tiles with the bonuses for his districts. The Pearl of the Danube will give him that extra production into the districts and the buildings in them. He is actually quite close to Norway, and of course Malm does know about this. We're going to need to see if berserkers will ever going to come against him, or Norway is going to build those boats that I was well looking forward to see going against Portugal here. I do have to point out, I'm not sure if I talked about this, but Eleanor does have an open way to cross that northern path towards Portugal, and that is going to be a problem. Of course, Portugal benefiting from oh man. These cities are so bad, bro. So bad. Anyway, Bane, Rome is dead. Portugal can't trade. No, none of these. Ulysse is in a bad shape. Yeah. Well, what can I say? I do think actually Riggy and Romrom are very good players. Don't underestimate them. Let's take a look at what's going on. Okay, we do have Softstyle actually settling for horses. I believe that's the choice he made. He did manage to take away those horses from Rome, and of course you do see that Romrom is trying to defend his iron tile as much as possible. This will be a problem if they don't get the. You can see also Norway is stopping Hungary for going from going to the horse tile, while Romrom is trying to go for horseback riding in 17 turns. Well, we got Softstyle here already 10 turns away. That's an issue. He can't boost it himself. He needs the boost from his allies, and it doesn't look like anybody's actually going for that themselves. Well, I guess Jack could go for it if he's gonna push out the scout of Malm here. It's gonna take a while. We do have Russia with Goddess of the Hunt in the southeast of the map. It looks like he's gonna be on the back of the horse over here with Novgorod settled on Pamukkale. Oh my god, amazing. By the way, this is such a beautiful place to settle your cities. It does look like he's gonna get the Lavra out between those tiles. He does have a +6 Lavra coming out, and of course he already improved his horses. Goddess of the Hunt does allow him to improve his deer tiles with that extra food, with the extra gold, with the production. It's just so amazing. And of course you do see that he has 5 of those resources, 6 possible resources. Oh my god, Temple of Artemis. Oh my god, Temple of Artemis. Like, look at these tiles, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my god, really, bro? What did everybody do to deserve this? Of course, Jack over here is going for his Lavras, he's going for his religion, getting the shrines out. He does have iron on the west side. He already improved his horse tiles, and oh my god, this is going to be so nice, so nice. +6 Lavra, why not +4? It's the how to say, let me see, does it get more from the tiles or something like that? That's a good question, actually. Why is it a +6 and not a +4? There must be something over here. I don't think you get... Do you get extra one? Major adjacency. Standard adjacency. It does get a standard adjacency bonus to the holy side. So it does get an extra +2 from that. Standard adjacency. Yeah. Okay. We do have Spain with Cordoba to the south. He's going for another city inland over here on the... Oh, triple continent Spain. Okay, this might be their savior. We do have, of course, Lege over here with a very good spawn. He is going to get a 2-2 base on that banana with on the green continent. He can definitely send these traders to Cordoba to go back into Madrid, and of course on his city on the west side to go back into Madrid. Very, very nice. Does already have his horses improved. He does have an iron tile that he could improve in Cordoba, and it does look like he does have quite a few amenities to go for. He has the honey, he has the amber, he has the ivory, the mosquitoes in the amber, and it does look like he's also gonna have quite a bit of coast to settle until he actually meets Russia. We're gonna need to see exactly what is he gonna plan over here. Russia is gonna be in trouble, needing to defend against an extra +5 against him. It's not gonna be some easy chore for him. Ooh, Romrom. Ooh, what are you doing, bro? Initiation rights Maori. Already getting quite a few units over there. Aytheak is in trouble. We got archers coming out from that city to get some defenses going. We do have some warriors going into the water. Builders also, the warriors just got disembarked over here, probably to go for the tiki hut. I don't know why he didn't get the tiki hut, but he needs to get the tiki hut, man. This scout still didn't die? Oh my, bro, what is Jack doing over here? Just... Oh man, like, bro, you gotta get the horses, man, for your brother over here, for Romrom. Jabroni Canada, thank you very much for that word, sir. Let's see. This is so busted. Yeah, all the cities will be off cap continent. Yeah, it's gonna be amazing. Chapelis didn't know, really strong. Yeah, definitely really strong. Pamukkale is amazing as a wonder, by the way. It does provide fresh water, so much adjacency, so much of everything. Actually, I'm quite surprised Aytheak got left hang. Oh, last move. I understand. Oh my god, look at this. He's gonna bang on Rome's cities quite soon over here. Okay, I think we talked about everybody on the map. We know their choices, we know their early positioning, we do know some of the pantheons, and we do need to actually put the team names, the team labels on top of the screen over here. Then we're gonna need to do that prediction, because definitely this is gonna be quite something. I'm pretty sure at the moment we got split opinions over here in the viewers between Ulysse and of course MPA. MPA is gonna have the right side. Of course, it does look like today they're gonna feature Chuck with Softstyle, with Malm and Aytheak, while on Ulysse we got Lege, we got Riggy, we got Romrom, and we got JackTheRipper. We do need to see which one, of course, will be the most successful one in this game. Just a moment here. I do want to put up the prediction on the screen so we get to put our points to win more points. Who will win? And we do have Ulysse on one side, and of course MPA, or I should say Nouveau Parti, Anti-Foi. Okay, there we go. Submission period, you have 30 minutes to submit your answers, and of course get a chance to win more points from correctly predicting the outcome of this game. We do have actually we got quite a few skirmish positions over here. First of all, it's Romrom, it's England going against Portugal. We do have Riggy playing Portugal, and we do have Aytheak playing England. We do need to see what they're gonna do over here. I do see 3 cities from England. Actually, I'm extremely surprised he didn't put a city right in the face of Portugal. I think he's thinking it will take way too long to get there, and I do kind of agree with this. I would have just thought he's gonna get Birmingham there and then benefit from Cliffs of Dover and so on, but I guess that didn't happen. We do see city Patreon Guards picked up by Portugal over here, and I do see, of course, Riggy is gonna put a city right in the face of Birmingham. This is quite close to him, and you know it's quite personal over here from Riggy. We got Rome with, quite a few units that got pushed out. He does have 3 archers, 4, 5 archers, 6 archers coming out of his cities. And of course, in the meantime, he is fighting the units of Maori on Kayapoi. Quite a surprise, by the way, that we didn't see a city settled, a connection city settled towards Rome. We were expecting that earlier. Of course, we were laughing about it earlier, but I mean, honestly, we were laughing about it, but it might be an amazing thing over here. So, if he's gonna do that, we won't be laughing that much anymore. 30 minutes, maybe too long. I don't know about that. We'll see. I can definitely. I found out how to stop the submission, so that's good. We got archers coming out from Maori. Does look like he's gonna get those warriors, and I do think he's going. Let's see, he's going horseback riding in 2 turns. He's gonna be 6 turns faster than Romrom on those horses, and that's gonna matter quite a bit. I'm pretty sure with the extra production, he's gonna pump them out quite fast, and I also think he doesn't want to actually, chop that much over here. Okay, let's see. Okay, we do need to see what's going on. Still, Rome didn't get anything. Maori did go for initiation rights. If he actually wants to, he can go monumentality next era and try to get some builders out with that monumentality. In the north part, we do have Norway with the God of the Sea. He picked it up quite early. He does have amber and of course some fish improved. I do see him not actually going for holy sites yet here. It doesn't like he's gonna go for his celestial navigation, and at the same time he does go for some Viking longships. This might be what I was talking about. Like, we might actually see him just pumping out Viking longships and sending him towards the west side over here to tackle Portugal, quite far away from his city centers. We do have Norway. Actually, wow. How did Malm get here? How was he allowed to get there? Jack can take 2 city and push Norway or Kupe. Wait, 2 city? Oh, this one. You mean Taruga? And you mean Hong Kong? I guess he could. That would be quite interesting to see if he's gonna do it. I think he has also other problems over here. Norway might get to push him. It's good that he did manage to get the science up. He did manage to get to his culture. And of course, from what I can see, Malm did not want to actually pillage that. And it doesn't like now he did manage to get a spearman to get that going. He does have extra science and extra culture coming up from those tiles from the south, not to mention the extra production coming up from that banana. Very nice Mount Vesuvius tiles. He's still on 2 cities. I was expecting him to see that 3rd settler soon. I guess going for campuses first did make him use production in something else. We do have Goddess of the Hunt on Petersburg. I did say this. We got the Lavra coming out from Astrakhan and the Temple of Artemis. Oh my god, the big bada boom Temple of Artemis. Wait, what was that? You said something. Whoa. Ah, okay, I got it. I don't know why. Wow, this is, I think, the first time I got a notification. Oops, that's why I didn't know the sound. I'm sorry. Anyway, we do have 3 cities from Russia, and I do, of course, have to drool at this Temple of Artemis. He's gonna get a lot of very good times to work and a lot of amenities. I do also want to point out Moksha going in 4, and at the moment he didn't get his prophet. He's not rushing it. Nobody else is actually doing a religion here, so he's gonna have first dibs on whatever he wants. We didn't quite talk about his available choices to go for cities, and he does have a few cities to settle on the west side, but he's gonna need to go into the grassland and of course into the plain styles north of La Venta at some point. One of the go-to things of the players, yeah, especially on the maps that do require you to play with Hungary, is to kill their city-states. Killing city-states quite early in the game does allow you to actually defend yourself properly against Hungary without taking the risk of getting, of course, attacked from those city-states. Unfortunately, if you do let them be and you don't kill them fast, that is going to be an issue throughout the game, because of course Hungary can always put some envoys, get the levies up, get more envoys, and so on and so forth. It's a circle of badness over there. And we do need to see also how Spain is going to do this. So we got settlers coming out of his cities. We do have some galleys, so he can scout the coast. Fortunately for Russia, he did settle 2 tiles away from the coast, and it does look like, of course, he does have some hills in front of that St. Petersburg city, so that is not a frigatable city. It is battleshipable though. Astrakhan, St. Petersburg, and Novgorod are all 3 of them in range of the Spanish battleships. That's gonna be a problem. We do have also campuses first coming out from by the looks of it, Madrid over here, and we're gonna need to see what he's gonna do with them, especially since he's gonna need a lot more cities to work with, and he is probably gonna be the economy of his team. Taking a look at what's going on, it does definitely feel like he's gonna have a few issues with his allies. Battleshipable. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess. That's I didn't know how to call it, man. What can I say? I just invented a new word over here. Also, let's see, Jack and Lege versus the world. Yeah, it kind of looks like it. And of course, their allies are being put to the test over here. Romrom needing to defend against Maori, and of course, you do see that he's trying to push him a little bit. We do have also him needing to get to his horseback riding. He is 4 turns away, but we already see horses are going to come out next turn from Tekonyanga Nuya Kupe. It does seem like a Softstyle could have definitely benefited from an extra city here. I still don't know why he didn't get it, by the way. I would have loved to see them invest into a galley in that connection city, and of course get some more galleys, like at least 1 more galley from Tekonyanga Nuya Kupe. But oh well. In the meantime, he did get another city here, Taumutu, to the southwest on the peninsula over there, and he is bringing some more horses with his production. That Civ vocabulary, yeah, exactly. We're learning new stuff. Mega Colossal, wow, Mount Vesuvius spewed more lava over here. Okay, we got somebody getting, wait, I saw the first swordsman somewhere. Where though? No. Oh. We got Mexico City, seized by Hungary. It does look like England here is gonna be trying to defend this. I think he knows that city got levied. He probably sees Mexico City's envoys. Of course, you would need actually 4 to stop that from happening. Hungary did start up with actually, I'm actually curious. Is Amani settled or not? Is he settled? I think it's settled, right? So it's 4 envoys to appease the city-state. Oh man, I mean, he needs envoys. He needs them now. And taking a look at Aytheak, and let's actually take a seat over here. Doesn't look like he's gonna go for that many envoys at the beginning. That's quite a problem. All of these swordsmen will have an extra movement speed on them, and they can definitely get very quickly to leads. Whoa, Ulysse getting a lot of points in the predictions over here. It does look like Nouveau Parti Anti-Foi is in trouble by the viewers. From the viewer's perspective, we do have Softstyle that still is going against Romrom on Rome. Well, Romrom on Rome. This is gonna be a mouthful. Romrom. We got horses coming out from his capital, horses coming out from his other cities. He's definitely gathering a lot of horses from his allies over here. I do believe he needs to give some for England to take care of. Unfortunately for England, he's 5 turns away from getting his own horseback riding, and that's because he went for celestial navigation first before anything else. Of course, those archers are actually going to be quite problematic for the Hungarian swordsmen, but I do have to point out they're going to be fighting in floodable terrain, which is going to be a problem for both of them. These archers will, meet the 39 strength of the swordsman head on the battlefield here. Not really something you want to actually handle, especially since you can see their 13 strength playing in unfavorable terrain. That is an issue. At least we do have a lot of them, and I do have to say that he should definitely get more units here, just for the sake of getting units. Anyway, we do have from the north Portugal also trying to do some shenanigans. He's getting his harbors up, trying to get an economy going, while he was trying to defend on the coast from the galleys. We are also 2 turns away from the golden age, or I should say from the classical era. Let's check it out over here. Everybody will be in a golden age. 35, 22, 26, 39, 39, 24, 29, 28 points coming out from them. It's extremely important right now that they try to equal out Mexico City, even though honestly I'm not so certain how many envoys does England benefit from. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be in trouble if he doesn't actually choose this, and of course piece it out to deny the levies of Hungary. In the middle of the map, we still have Maori needing to actually go the full 9 yards and attack Antium here. I do see him not going for a great general with at least the cards. Fuego 000, hello there, good evening, bom dia. We got, let's see, Finarfil calling out the Uga Bugas. We got good afternoon, everybody from Krieger Clone. Hello there and welcome, sir. Also, X6 Player Z calling out the Temple of Artemis. That is a lot of amenities. Yes, a lot of amenities coming out from St. Petersburg. You can see he's already on +3, and that's because he didn't improve all of these tiles. He needs to get the camps out, he needs to get the pastures going, and so on and so forth. That is amazing. This game is hilarious. Yes, sir. That's gonna be quite something. We do have actually Russia managing to sneak in a scout and can actually pillage. There we go. He just pillaged the tiles of Spain campus. He's gonna get some. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Well, this archer actually was a bit stronger than. Oh my god. He's defending this. Let's see. You see how much it actually took as damage for one single archer, but it didn't die. That's the important thing. It did not die. We do have an archer coming up in 2 turns from Leeds. It does look like all of these archers did shoot and almost managed to take down one of the swordsmen, which is unfortunate because this guy has a promotion available for it. I'm not sure why it's not promoting, but he should. And of course, we do notice there are 3 more fully healed swordsmen that need to arrive on that scene. I think we just jumped. No, it's one more turn until we're gonna jump into the classical era. We do have horses pushing in from the south into Rome's land. Still an encampment put down from Tehonianga Noia Coupe. Still no connection city over here. And of course, Romrom is going into this Irel war against Softstyle, or I guess Softstyle is going against them. We do have Viking longships starting to join the fight over here against galleys from Portugal. These Viking longships are definitely much stronger, and we do need to see when they're actually gonna get their ocean bonus so they can wrap around. We do have government plazas coming up from Nidaros. More Viking longships put on the production queues. While we do need to take a look at what's going on here, JackTheRipper did just get a few more settles, but unfortunately these settles are going to be quite long to go for. And yes, he does have 15 science with 13 culture. Probably going to go for pen, brush and voice here. And I do see him getting his audience chamber going. Well, we're probably going to need to see him go for commercials in this scenario. Let's see what's going on. Oh man, you see, Aytheak is actually waiting for the moves. He doesn't actually want to uh, attack into his opponent's units before he's gonna get attacked on, because it's a much higher chance of him killing a unit than it wouldn't have been in the other scenario. We do have the first horse coming out from London. Looks like he is gonna put that on the front line, and it's probably gonna defend Hungary over here. He's even pushing actually a little bit Portugal in the north with just a few archers, while he's building a Royal Navy dockyard. A bit curious, and I'm quite a bit curious what he's gonna do with his horses. Is he gonna go south? Is he gonna go north? Finally, we do have a religion from Russia, and it will be actually Krabix, a choral music with lay ministry coming up from him. Of course, extra culture coming up from shrines and temples, and the extra adjacency faith for the holy sites. Well, he's gonna get some extra adjacency culture from his theater squares. We do have settlers coming out. I'm pretty sure he's doing a decent amount of faith, a 38th per turn, and let's actually see what's going on here. Nobody moved. Nobody moved. Okay, I mean, sure. Looks like Jack is just waiting over here. Did manage to get his oligarchy, putting these swordsmen at 47 on the defense. They still don't one-shot the archers, though. That is a bit of an issue for him. That's probably one of the stoppers here. Even if he attacks, he's going to get shot back with so many units. Might not make it worth. Okay, so let's check it out. Hungary, we got Matthias Convenience with +2 culture, +1 gold. Russian voice, we got him on 16 science and 20 culture with very few gold points available, only 7 gold points available, and it does look like he already used one of his levied options on Mexico City. We got the Romrom 6 and 16. It does look like, of course, he is in a Russian voice golden age 3 series, going full IRL war against Maori, but you can see definitely Maori does have an advantage when it comes to science and culture. We do have Riggy with golden age free inquiry this time. He does have 2 of these harbors, and is getting pushed a little bit by a few archers to the south in Delgada. I gotta say, he did put this city a bit too far away from his land. I'm just saying, it would have been nice not to have this one here. He is using internals to create a road towards Lisbon. I'm pretty sure he's gonna also try to get some units out to attack England from the north. We got Lege on a Russian voice golden age. She is in the most powerful spot that I've seen in the map. He does also have Zangidangia to the west side, a triple continent split over here for Spain, and of course you do see that he's starting to use his trade routes internally. We do have him right now on 17 science and 26 culture with 20 gold a turn and 45 production. But then we got to see Peter over here with a monumentality golden age. He's on 10 science with 22 culture, 43 faith and 50 production. Very good start over here from Russia. He's starting to get his hanging gardens going. I do see him getting more settlers out and getting some more monuments here. Looking at what's going on, we do have Softstyle with Russian voice on Coupe. He's 12 and 17, definitely higher in science. And he does have a lot more production to go, almost the double amount of production on the same series versus Rome. And what Rome does benefit from is choppable land, and of course, by the looks of it, he is not actually chopping anything at the moment. We do have more horses coming off from Maori. Without the general, it is still going to be quite hard to actually push through Rome's defenses, and we do see that the moment Maori is going to try to go for his general points soon. He does have an encampment training project coming out quite next turn here. MPA's Norwegian Empire, Malm, he's gonna go for Warlord's Throne, going for encampment here in the city of Bergen. He is putting as many of these Viking longships on the map as possible, trying to IRL out Portugal, and you do see that he is actually doing quite an important amount of damage points against his opponent. We do have him, there we go, figuring out he can definitely attack. There we go, bam, 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 bam. He is doing the damage against Portugal, man. This is quite a problem for Riggy. He did go for a pen brush and voice, totally ignored his holy sites, even if he had a +6 over here. He said it's not worth, and he's going for maybe a berserker push later on in the game. We're gonna see against who. He does have Hungary next to him. And of course, that's actually not ideal for either of them. Hungary does usually want to use his attack maneuvers with the city-states and not really his own units, even though there are a few bonuses that allow you to synergize very well with some of your units. I think the Black Army or something like that, or however it's called. Give me a second. There we go. This one. The Black Army does give +2 combat strength to each adjacent levied unit. So if for example, if he takes on Johannesburg, upgrades those, and then sends them to a Bergen with a Black Army between them, that's gonna be quite important for his damage output. We do have, of course, Hungary over here trying to get as big as possible for the next phase of the game, and we will need to see exactly how Norway is gonna try to get this. I'm a bit surprised by his choice of going Warlord's Throne and encampment instead of more cities. That's my question over here. I would have thought he's gonna go at least one more city to the north of Nidaros. Maybe he doesn't think he's gonna have the time to actually get all of these buildings done, and he does need extra production towards both his units on the seas and on the land. Oh well. Now we do have also Aytheak with a pen brush and voice golden age. It does look like he successfully defended the attack of Hungary. That's gonna be, well, I guess gold spent by JackTheRipper to attack the city of Leeds and force his opponent to get as many units out as possible. Why isn't Romrom going for a great general? He has oligarchy. He did go for a great general in the sense that he put on the card. I don't think he has enough time to actually get. You see, he's doing 2 great general points a turn. I don't think he had enough time to spend to get an encampment out. Oh, there we go. We just said it, and there we go. He actually has one coming up from Rome. My nose is itchy. We got the 5/10 for audience shaper coming up from Portugal, and I guess he is not realizing he's that irrel to the game, and he just doesn't want to go for the full irrel position over here, just like Malm is embracing it. He's going head strong towards the Warlord's Throne. He needs to get as much production towards his units as possible. I also noticed we did have an attack here fizzling out. Rome did get enough horses to defend in the south of his cities, and it does look like Softstyle's horse was left alone. Oh, wait, what? Why are they going west, bro? Softstyle, what are you doing here, bro? Wait, Jack spent. Yes, he did. He did. Chapelis, the man plays full lose for NPA because England couldn't handle Spain caravels, and if Malm is irrel, he just took over Norway as well. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. I guess. I mean, honestly, with Lege's spawn, I'm not so sure who's gonna stop him. That's the problem here. Like, everybody else will probably be locked in a war until the end of the game, and we're just gonna see Lege come in and clean up house. You know, that might be a thing over here. Okay, we got that, we got this. Okay, so on the city-state overview, looks like we do have one single city-state sourced by Ulysse. That's going to be JackTheRipper, and of course Mexico City. He did put an extra envoy in there. I do also notice Muscat is going to be Chuck's, and in the meantime, actually, Jack is going to retreat his swordsman towards Mexico City, allowing them to stay alive for a little while longer. There are quite a few units over here from Aytheak, and I'm actually curious if he's gonna go on the offense to attack into that city state and take it out, or is he gonna reposition all of them to go against Portugal? Would be quite important if he does manage to take at least one city out. This one, Delgada, away from Portugal, even though of course we do see on the coast we do have Malm trying to take out Portugal's northern cities, Porto and Lisbon. Check in with a cultural condition. I mean, it might be, don't get me wrong, I don't really want to take out any option from the game. I'm just worried about the timing over here, and let me explain why. It is a very good position for Russia to be in, with a strong start in his religion, a strong start in his Temple of Artemis and everything. The worry I have is more related to what will happen in the next 50 turns, more because of Spanish production. And this is a bit of a surprise because Spain had an amazing start over here with such a good tempo when it came to his trade routes. He could have used all of his trade routes to supercharge all of his other cities. Instead, he's just having a trader that he's moving from side to side, from city to city, and not actually fully taking advantage of his commercial availability. He's going for the science, which is kind of good, but at the same time going for commercials, going for harbors would have been quite something important because of those trade routes. All of your cities would have benefited so fast from that. Extra production, extra food, extra gold, everything would have been in check. I do have to point out, he's not really in a hurry to do anything over here. He doesn't need to worry about Russia attacking him anytime soon. He doesn't need to worry about the Eleanor attacking him anytime soon, and so on and so forth. We do have a few more pantheons checked. God of the Forge coming up from London. It does look like on Hungary we did have, let's see, God of Craftsman. He's getting that extra production and faith on his why did he go God of Craftsman? I don't know. He has like 3 tiles, maybe 4 5 tiles to use. Anyway, I guess he just wanted the extra production, and that's it. If it works, it works, you know. I do also notice we got an answer to our question. It looks like England is going to try to push a little bit Mexico City and probably take it out. We do have Maori also swooping in with the horses. Could definitely damage the city considerably, even if Jack does have quite a few units to the northwest. They're not inside of the city center or next to it. Can you show Vesuvius, please? Yes, in Tyler we trusted. Hello there, sir, and welcome. This is Mount Vesuvius. Zappy, thank you very much for the follow and welcome to the stream, sir. If his team is destroyed, it looks like almost impossible. Yeah, that's the I mean, I'm not. Yeah, the caravels are going to be a problem. Caravel armadas are going to come out from Spanish cities. That's going to be an issue. That might be the reason he's going for campuses so fast, so he can get to his fleets fast enough. That I can definitely understand. He's gonna need the 7th pop in the city of Madrid though, so he can get his harbor out, and I do see him going for harbors in Seville and Cordoba, so he can get those lighthouses. Definitely quite an interesting start over here for Spain. I'm actually surprised he didn't put another city to the south. Would have thought instead of Valencia, he would have gotten that southern city. Yes, it would have been closer to Russia, but I mean, what is Russia gonna do against it, right? Let's take a look at what's going on here. Looks like Coupe did manage to get a regional trunk truck, and he's going to get another settler. I'm still waiting to see if he's going to settle this city. You can see there's like a 1 tile city that you can settle to go against Rome with boats. Oh man, that's going to be quite impactful. We do have horses coming out from Kayapoi. He's going for Victor inside of it, and still no... Wait, Toas. Where Toas? 4 turns Toas. He's gonna get boosted. Maybe next turn. Yokul is very far away from everybody. He's in the north over here next to Mitla. And honestly, I don't know how I did this. This is streamer luck over here. I don't know how I did this. Like, you know, I thought about the only place that I didn't actually put the map on, and boom, we just had Aytheak Yokul in the middle of the screen over here. Wow. Can Vesuvius kill Pop in city center 4 tiles away? No. It needs to be right next to it, so it can affect the city's health. Only forest fires have that nasty effect. If the tiles are in your territory, they take away your population, which is kind of weird, give me a second. Let me switch some tiles over here. Sometimes, wow. Switch some screens. Man, I gotta say, I gotta give big props to Malm's card idea. It is amazing. I love it. I like it. I am amazed by it. I just hope we get to use more of them, and maybe they will be English next time. Oh my god, that's just so good. So good. Have you guys noticed Malm's idea with the cards and so on? And coupling with the streams, and oh my god, it's amazing. Yay. What cards? Wow, you didn't? Oh my god, you gotta see this. You gotta see this. I'm sorry. We do know that, we do notice that Malm is pushing a port over here. He's gonna delete quite a few units. He's also gonna get the +7 emblem promotion on his units and so on and so forth. But in the meantime, I do wanna give you guys a readout over here. Let me take a look at what's going on here. I know I actually wait. Where is his? Oh, did I move it down? I think I moved it down. Give me a second. CivFR card collection. This is it, boys. This is it. Check it out. Wait, where are the cards? And why are they? Oh, they are. Okay. This. Have you not seen this? You go on his stream. You how to say, you use channel points to get collections, and then there's a bot on his server that gives you the cards, and you get like to collect them. Oh my god, it's so amazing. And you get to see like all of them, like look, Kilimanjaro for example. We got Asticos for example. There we go. You see Asticos over here. Yay. We got Le Feu Divine with this. Oh, there we go. We got Delicate Arch. Well, I mean, yeah, it might be useful. It might be useful. What can I say? Zealand 2, of course, with CivFR and so on. That is just awesome. And I mean, the idea is just in the beginning phase, right? In the beta phase is they're trying to get all the kinks out of the system and so on. I'm pretty sure it will be improved. I do see Norway is gonna need to promote his unit so he gets his health back. He just started doing that. Of course, you do see that immediately when he did that, getting the +7 on his units did change a little bit his ability to attack and destroy his opponent's units. Yes, you did. I am on a card over there. Yes, I am on a card. I don't know where my card is though. There's like quite a few of them. Let's see. Maybe if I search for my name. Yeah, there we go. I'm a legendary. This is it. Look. Boom. Very nice. Very nice. Let me actually see. Can I copy? Well, can I get this? Can I get the GIF or something? Can I? Oh, I can. Save image as. I need to save it somewhere. Okay, there we go. So let's take a look at what's going on over here. It does look like, of course, Malm is gonna try to push Portugal. Portugal is being forced to go land units. Sea units to defend against him. It does seem like he's starting to buckle over here, even though he did put a few land units in the water. trying to stop that. I think I need that card. Oh yeah, there we go. Let me actually give it to you. Give me a second. Give me a second. I can give it to you. You can definitely get it from him, but I think I can do that as well. Give me a second. And I gotta ask you guys something really important over here. Not sure if you guys saw, but we started up a store on CPL with possible. How to say, with possible t-shirts and so on to buy, and I did try to mess around a little bit with some ideas that the players have had as how to say, for the t-shirts, right? Give me a second. If you medium icons, large icons, no, large, extra large. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I never been on the. I need to be on his Discord. Yeah, you need to be on that Discord. I think you get an invite whenever you go for the cards. I think you get an invite. Okay, so I'm gonna look at the action and then we're gonna come back to see what's going on. Yeah, Porto does look like it's gonna be is going to have a problem here. None of the Norwegian longships actually died, and yes, Portugal does still have a few galleys, but they cannot actually attack into the Viking longships to take them out. And Lisbon is trying to get a settler instead of more galleys out. Well, this is an issue. Oh, one of them will die right now. Right now he just died, but I think he just lost a galley. If he doesn't get to move this very quickly and get the emblem promotion on it, that's gonna be an issue. Let's see the first moves coming out from Malm. It looks like that galley is protected. Yes, Riggy did move it back. And as you can see over here, Malm is just getting the positioning on the city of Porto as quickly as possible, and of course efficiently taking out all of the land units. He's also bringing more longships to bear. 1, 2, 3, 4 coming up from his cities, 5 coming up from his cities, while he is putting some units in the face of Hungary. Hungary getting his crossbows built. I do see he's getting attacked by Johannesburg, getting a piece of his own treatment over there, and England is pushing towards Mexico City with his armies going to attack that city and take that option from his opponent to attack into him. Maori does have horses to go against these units as well, and of course go against the city center. Hungary does definitely need to take out that how to say it? Not Hungary. Eleanor needs to take out that crossbow. Also win caravels for Lege. We got him 3 turns from cartography, 2 turns feudalism. I would think he would wait as much as possible for his mercenaries, since he doesn't have a lot of boats out, and he does have shipyards and so on, and a lot of production in his capital. Nor does he have an admiral for them. We don't actually see him generating. Oh no, never mind. He does have 3.4 animal points a turn. Classical medieval era land units. I don't know why I was watching the other one. It happens, man. I'm a bit tired. Seville with harbor. We do have a lighthouse there, and it does look like a Cordoba. I did make a harbor with a lighthouse. This lighthouse is not finished yet. It's 4 turns away from finishing. Sell those cards of Kick W, man. I do have to ask you something. Very important question. Very important question. Somebody asked us if we could do the Church of Magnus thing, as in get a t-shirt that represents the Church of Magnus. And I mean, we didn't know exactly what to use over there. I did try to get 2 things going, and one of them is this. Would you like to buy a t-shirt that has this on it? Then I will need to know. I'm not on many servers, too many chance to attend to. Yeah, definitely. Spain stats insane. Russia too. Spain is just getting bigger and bigger, and of course we're gonna need to see what's going on with that. Okay, I see no reaction. Let's see. Mami Vata, no, not like this. Better hand, 3-1, 2-2. No, man. Okay. So no, okay, no church. You're not banging this enjoyers, that's why. Okay. It looks like we might have a pause over here. Okay, second idea. Out of this, so it would be a no for me generally. Yeah, I mean, Okay. Honestly, I don't buy that much gaming related merch either, so that's why I'm a bit curious about this, if it works or not. I'm not, even if yes, I can do these things, I don't know if I am the best person of doing these things because I'm not sure exactly what people are looking for, and that's why I'm looking for a bit of feedback here. Even though that's another trap, right? Everybody's gonna have like his own idea of what it should be or what it shouldn't be. Anyway, coming back on this, this would have been the other idea or something like this. Other ideas, actually, I did go through a few of them. For example, this one, to get something like this on the chest somewhere. Crispy Jack 78, hello there, sir, and welcome. Thank you very much for the follow. Or without that, without the cross over there, over this, I think this would have been the thing. I'd buy a shirt with Michael's face that says bro. Oh man, yeah. I mean, oh, Daniel, yeah. I need to make it how to say big. That's the problem. It's not high quality, bro. It's not high quality. Maybe the second flag in the center. Well, the idea was we got a suggestion in our suggestion chat in the CPL that we should do Magnus Church, and I thought I went with the idea that Magnus is well known for its internal trade routes, like you get the food, you get the extra production, and that's how the food over there, the corn and the hammer went in. Settler could be a thing though. Settler could be a thing. I'm actually curious. Settler could be a thing here. Well, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna try it. Thank you, sir. I was thinking for not losing population when creating a settler. Yeah, definitely that could be nice. Also, it looks cool, but surely if it's Civ related, the hexagon needs to be there, or is that like not allowed? I mean, to be fair, this Magnus, I gotta say this, was drawn by somebody. I don't know if I can actually give his name, but this was a drawing. This came out of, I can actually show you. This came out of this. So two ideas over here. We had this. I don't know where's the other one though. I think I had it, but I don't know where it is. Did I move it? Anyway. Oh, I think I just put it somewhere else. But anyway, he literally drew them, and I made the coloring. You know. Anyway. Let's come back to the game because I think I'm deviating a bit too much out of this. We do have actually Maori getting pushed right now by Rome. It does look like the tours are starting to come out of his series next turn, and of course Romrom is in trouble because of that. We do need to see crossbows coming off from Rome if he actually wants to survive this, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's trying to get more archers out. He's trying to also get some more legions. Remember, the legions do have choppable charges over here, chop charges. They can definitely try to chop more legions. The problem is, if you do start chopping all of your land, unfortunately that also gives more speed for your opponents to get units towards your cities, and you do lose the extra fortify bonus, or I should say fortification bonus. Kupe settled to the west too, I just noticed. Yeah, he did settle over here, Wanganui, right next to Mexico City, which this one, Engarwaya, getting those galleys out is again gonna be important to go against Rome cities. And we do have him with a Warlord's Throne. So we're gonna need to see what's gonna happen over here. I do also want to point out, yes, Spain can definitely do the damage against Eleanor, and I'm pretty sure Eleanor is gonna have a problem staying alive here. But it is gonna 100% gonna be a problem against to go against Kupe. And we do have ancient wars starting up in Porto in 5 turns. Viking longships are still attacking that city center, and it doesn't look like well, I guess he will actually take them out next turn. And not next turn, in 2 turns, I believe. Let's see. First moves coming out. Viking longship getting the promotion. Another one attacking. And of course he's trying to put some of them Yeah, there we go. 2 turns. Oh my god, I nailed it. It's 1 out of 200 garrison health. Engoarohaya means Canal of Rome's Doom. Yeah, well, we do have the galleys coming up over there, and of course they're gonna nail that city to the ground. We do have also the initial attack going against Kaipo. You see that city went up to 43. It's actually, if you take a look at the horses, it's 32 versus 37, and the problem is with now the Toa inside of the city. These horses next to the city center do receive a -5 combat penalty. So Maori's units are definitely stronger than Rome's units. We do have a legion coming up on that city center, which is at the moment 49. It will drop down to 43, and we're gonna need to see what's he gonna do about it. We do have wait. Oh my god. It was 44. I don't know why. My mind, I'm sorry. 44. It was 44. Either way, Chuck is just gonna hammer. Gonna bop. Jack is gonna bop. Well, we're gonna need to see what Chuck is gonna do. He's getting his oracle going. He's getting his theater square. He is probably forcing his opponents to try to defend his culture victory over here with 44 science and 81 culture. You do see Lege is on 72 science with 44 culture, and he doesn't definitely have the same amount of cities that Russia has with 121. Wait a second, 92 faith per turn and 118 production. Chuck does benefit from quite a few advantages here. No, Blizzard coming up in the cities of Russia. Exactly in the city that he was trying to go for, Colosseum over here. Where is this Colosseum being built? Where is this happening? Oh, I see. Well, wait, he can't even build it here. I mean, he can build it in the south, but why would you do that to yourself? Why not here? I guess it's fine. It's fine. He's gonna get a 2-city Colosseum to take it away from everybody else. Might work. It's only 4 theaters. Yeah, it could be. We do have, of course, more of these tours showing up on the front line with the support help of a general. We do need to see what he's gonna do over here, of course, against Romrom. Romrom did decide to go back to his cities, and while Softstyle does benefit from a lot of production, he is also gonna need to fight Mexico City some more. You can see all of the units of Mexico City except one did get deleted. The ones that were levied by JackTheRipper. There still are 2 archers, and it does look like that city will probably fall next turn. Multiple archers are dealing the damage here. Whoa, we do have a Romrom horse over here taking down an archer, level 2 archer from the north. Wait a second, this city actually might survive. Can you imagine if it survives? I don't know. We'll see if they're gonna sacrifice that city or not. We do have multiple units going towards the north, and there is a Shunzu as a general towards Delgada. That city is looking like it's gonna have an issue in the next period. It does also seem we do have Lisbon over here. Well, Porto, first of all, got raised to the ground. Malm is going to go towards Lisbon, and in the meantime, Riggy is trying to put a safety settler somewhere towards Hong Kong. A bit of a concern here, actually, going towards Hong Kong. It does look like Riggy is trying to stay alive as long as possible until those Spanish caravels come and save him. Lege is 2 turns away from getting mercenaries, and he's pumping out as many galleys from his cities as he possibly can. I think we just had Mexico City taken out, and Softstyle just got a free city for himself. It does look like he's gonna get the builder to work as well with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cities to work at the moment, getting some toas behind enemy lines. Oh my god, look at what he's doing. He's gonna try to attack Cume and Rome. Oh, that's gonna be important. I do also notice, of course, Rome did manage to get that line of defense on the cities of Antium and Rome towards the east side. And it's going to be very hard for Maori to push through this, even with his extra advantages. Admiral, that's a good question. I think actually they weren't doing enough Admiral points, but let's see. Still not doing enough animal points. They're like 2 animals, 4.6, 5, and I guess we do need to see who's gonna pick them up. Now it's Themistocles next, and it doesn't look like Spain is gonna go for projects here. How many animals did get picked up? Let's see, 1, 2. Oh, wait, that's a problem. We might need to wait for the, oh my god, it's 9 turns for this era to end. That's a long time. I don't think Lege is gonna get an admiral here. Too few animals got picked up. In the scientist screen, we do have Hypatia being picked up by Lege recently, and I do notice we got a few of those great writers picked up also by Russia. Oh my god, this is terrible. This is quite annoying over here for oh my god, this so many tiles destroyed over here. Some of them improved, but so many tiles destroyed. This is quite a disaster. Wow. Anyway, we got industrial zones coming up from Novgorod. Looks like he's keeping at least 1 tile for something over here on the sheep tile between his districts. And I do notice in Yaroslav he did build his Diplo quarter. Looking at the classical era, we got 8 more turns to go, and we will need to see who's gonna get the next era's most points. Looking at also Norway versus Portugal, Norway is gonna get the position on Lisbon. That's going to be a capital city for him, while we do have Eleanor trying to get Delgada. It's going to be important for Eleanor, by the way, to force as much as possible Lege. Oh my god, they're so close. They're so close to each other. They're one single screen away from each other. Habub, wait, Habub is a desert storm. This is not Habub. Or was it Habub? I don't know. Let me check. I don't think it's Habub. Just saying. Let's see. Event history. Crippling blizzard. Ratmir. It destroyed, damaged 13 tiles. It fertilized 12 of them. Killed 3 population here. Whoa. 13 turns for a Colosseum. We got Foreign Ministry coming out of Chuck's cities. A second, need to verify something. There we go. They are 2 turns away for galleys. Wait, no. Who's 2 turns away? Oh, caravels. I think he already has caravels. It's just a matter of getting mercenaries. He just got mercenaries. So we got galleys that will go for the fleets, and they will get to upgrade them with. Well, not a lot of gold, I gotta say. I guess he's gonna need to rely on better units rather than more units. We do have, unfortunately, quite a bit of gold problem here for both teams. Lege is making 47 gold a turn, Riggy is on 3, Romrom is 4, JackTheRipper is on 15, but then you do see that MPA is on 4, Chuck is 4, Softstyle is 16, Malm 7, and Aytheak on 21. They're just not doing a good amount of gold on their side. We do have more settlers coming up from Riggy. He's trying to expand as much as he possibly can, and he might actually lose a few units over here to the south of Delgada. Does he see this? Yeah, he does see both of these horses moving to his east side. I do see Lege just started upgrading his caravels. Of course, he does benefit from the gold from his team, and I do notice he went for 2 of them, 3 of them. Okay, 3, 4. He just got every little bit of gold from his team. He upgraded 4 total caravels. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those can actually go to work by themselves or fleet up. How many times for caravel push? I think this is caravel push. Where is England for caravels? Get Fatao asking us a big question over here. England is not going caravels. He's gonna totally ignore this happening. He's getting catapults from London, Birmingham, and Leeds. He's getting some more settlers in the inlands. he's gonna ignore the fact that he's probably gonna lose his coasters. I don't even think he actually knows about this attack coming, or do they? Actually, I think Chuck scouted them, so they should know about it. Let's see. Yeah, they know 51 strength city. They know. This is caravels incoming. These are caravels incoming. You announce CC in 5 turns. Whoa! I mean, that's a big exclamation mark over there. We do have the Toas pushing in, and of course you can see that Rome is trying to get that line of defense in front of them. We do have quite a few Toas also going towards Kume. Oh my god, look at this happening. Oh my god, Romrom, where are you going, bro? You're gonna get stopped. Of course, Softstyle over here is gonna try to wrap around Rome's defenses to go against his main cities, while he is pumping out as many cannibals as he possibly can. Going also against the north over here, pushing as many sides as possible. And we do have also Hungary getting an army out towards the northwest. He did get quite big over here with 2, 4, 6, 7 cities, and in the meantime using his ability to get those feudalism builders so he can improve his tiles, chop whatever he needs for the next era, and getting more cities on his land. We do have a 6 turns Colosseum in Astrakhan. I do see Chuck is gonna try to get some units over here. He just popped a free unit from one of those meteor sites, and I'm actually quite interested to see what's gonna happen if he is gonna try to attack on Hungary a little bit, since definitely JackTheRipper is not doing anything here to the south to defend his cities. He would easily defend this with just putting the units in the choke points. Of course, Russia does have a problem with its economy. It's not well known that Russia is generating an economy, so that's probably one of the reasons they didn't actually care that much about that happening. Let's see the first moves here. Lisbon, okay, getting next to it. It's gonna get attacked. He does have a horse inside of it, and it does look like that city is strong enough to defend against the Viking longships for quite some time here. We do have Delgada with a few of these going. Okay, does Lege's boats can go to Maori Sea? Maori Sea, no. Maori Sea, no. There's unless we're gonna have them go late game, they cannot touch Maori Seas. I don't have to say that even if Rome is still on 3 cities, he's still alive against Maori, and he's still staying alive against Maori. I believe with a few different moves, Softstyle could have also tried to tackle a little bit better Romrom here, but it is what it is. We do have a Softstyle also needing to get a stronger economy for himself. He's only on 16 gold. He did invest as much as possible into this attack, and it doesn't look like he actually got a good return out of it. Now we do have him getting more catapults, getting more Toas, and of course now it's the Toa timing, so we're gonna need to see Rome try to defend against this. Caravels coming out from Spain, they will go against Birmingham soon enough, and will probably take that city down. That's a 42 strength city with the support help of Governor Victor. No walls inside of it, and all of the catapults are not actually going to defend the coast. They are going to go against Delgada and the other cities of Portugal. They will try to take out the player for a player over here. Aytheak sacrificing himself so he can take out Portugal, which I mean might happen. I might say it might happen. I don't really believe in Norway's chances of actually surviving in this scenario, especially with only 3 cities. It doesn't look like he went for a safety settler anywhere, and even though he is next to Hungary, at the moment Hungary is not really flexing his face, but that is just a matter of time. We do have, of course, Maori putting cities and units in the water here. He is going to try to get some advantage from that. Galleys also are going to arrive next to the city of Rome. And we do have Aytheak figuring out Romrom is trying to get a settler over there to the north. It does look like the Toas have been spotted. Kume is trying to get the walls. We do need to see exactly what he's going to do with them. Okay, Birmingham is dead. Like that city is dead. London gonna survive a little while longer. You can only attack it from one tile. You need actually frigates to punch through the defenses unless you actually fleet up all of the units over here, and that might actually be a thing. Jack is going Pingala internals. Jack has okay stats. Wait, Pingala internals. Yeah, looks like. Wow. This took a while. Pingala internals to take hold. A Bane 7337, hello there. Chuck has okay stats indeed, but he's the only one from his team having okay stats, and this is quite an issue. Of course, with at the moment, Jack's stats are not shown because he just went for a lot of cities. Going for a lot of cities does sacrifice your stats in the mid part of the game, but if you go wide with your empire, that means a lot of cities, you can recover quite fast in the mid to late part of the game. So of course he didn't actually need to do anything that much over here. He just got his production up, he got his cities up, he got a lot of food and so on, and now he's starting to build up. He's getting his commercials, he's getting his campuses, and upgrading his tiles with feudalism builders and so on and so forth. This game is quite action-packed and bloody, very entertaining. Yeah, well, it's action everywhere indeed. We do have Portugal getting his walls up in 3 turns. Looks like he's getting wrapped around by quite a few of these English units. England did lose Birmingham, and it looks like it's flipping back in 3 turns. London is going to get the walls up in 1, and of course in Leeds you do have the walls up in 1 as well. This might be quite a problem for Lege, by the way. If he doesn't delete these cities are gonna keep on flipping to England. It's gonna be so annoying. It's Eleanor, man. Eleanor showing up with his bonus. Oh, yes. I think Jack's team should give him the gold. Oh, kick W. Give him the gold. Yeah. Is Lege keeping? It does look like he's keeping. I mean, I would have expected he would have deleted it till now, right? I don't see a reason for him to keep it unless he wanted to upgrade the unit or two. Yeah, he did get a quadrim here that yes, he could upgrade into a frigate, and with his 88 science he could definitely go there, but he is going for stirrups and divine line. The thing is, he needs land units to go against the remaining cities of Eleanor. You do see that Sheffield, for example, is inland. He's getting more settlers out over here, putting them on the inland coast of Maori, while he will probably get the cities of Portugal. Lisbon is still getting under attack. We do have Norway just poking at that city every time, while his other boats are healing over here. He is trying to do as much damage as he possibly can here. Can you show Rome? Yes, sir. So, Rome, let's see. Looks like that settler will die. I mean, bro, Romrom, I think this is the time you need to delete that settler. Just saying, man. I think everybody's thinking it. That's just not gonna happen. We do have a catapult coming out from Maori from the southwest, and that will arrive next to the city of Kume and will start taking down the defenses. Yeah, he needs to be careful how he's gonna use it. There aren't that many tiles that you can actually shoot the city from, and I can definitely point a few of them. It's one over here on that toa. one of his towers that did just die, though. That's a problem. Romrom, well, I guess getting pushed back by quite a few of those. I do see Softstyle also wrapping around the Antium from the north, taking down Romrom's taking away Romrom's ability to run from his cities, and of course in the meantime it doesn't look like Romrom is gonna get an option to push through the Legion defense. This is Irel War Supreme. We didn't see Maori get to use his early production, unfortunately, and that means Rome did manage to have the time to actually get his units up. There is another attack coming up from the south of Rome, and you do see at the moment Romrom is also reinforcing that with fully healed units, trying to put as stronger units as possible to defend against this attack. While yes, we do have a few towers, there's not strong enough to push through the Legion defense and the screen of horses. We do have also Hungary going against Norway over here towards Bergen. Does look like we got a Czech with pagodas and monuments coming out. Okay, sure. Finally, Spain is starting to get his missions out, and he's putting quite a few of them on the map. You can see his triple continent split is amazing. What I don't see is him min-maxing his missions with his campuses. You can see he only has like one that is extremely good, and that's about it. We just had the Colosseum finish in the city of Astrakhan. That's going to be what, a 3-city Colosseum, I believe. La Venta, Astrakhan and St. Petersburg. While pagodas are going to give Czech a bit of an advantage over here, it's definitely going to be quite a problem for him to keep up with all his team's needs in the next era, especially if Lege will keep on taking down England cities, and of course keep alive Portugal. Looks like Portugal did manage to get an important amount of cities out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Even if he lost one, the city of Porto to the northeast, it does look like he is not actually giving up the fight. Very nice from him. He's even gonna try to get a galley out when one of those Viking longships will get out of that tile. Maybe he can put it in front and of course delay that city takeover by at least 4 to 5 turns. That is going to be extremely important. Beaver Sivsom, hello there sir, good evening. And also, did Jack send units to Jack's land? No. No. I mean, that's gonna be funny, but I doubt it. As in, Jack is irrigation going for naval tradition. I do see a lot of possible crossbows coming out, but at the same time, I do have to point out we do have berserkers starting to come out of the Norwegian cities. The big problem, and why I doubt this, is the gold availability for their side. We do have Malm value on 8 gold. Aytheak just lost his economy, he's on -4. We got Chuck on 11, Softstyle on 13. It doesn't look like they can really afford to do a lot of work with their units. What I can also see over here, we do have Maori pushing Rome quite strong. Looks like Softstyle for some reason is allowing Romrom's horse to go for the north over here. I'm not sure if he didn't notice it's happening or something, but yeah. Now with level 2 crossbows, Maori is starting to push through the defenses of Rome, slowly but surely. We will probably going to see crossbows on return from Rome, and of course we do see some of them upgraded in the capital city. Now we do have more catapults showing up to the fight, while Softstyle is probably positioning this. It doesn't say where, but I'm pretty sure it's over here on the hill on the mine. He needs to keep it 2 tiles away from the capital, and this what he initially wanted. It was a good spot because these encampments and of course the city center could shoot back with the support help of archers and so on. That would have died quite fast. 310 frigates. Can you show team vision? Which team vision? I guess this. They see this. Oh, they don't know about Norway. I mean, do they need to know about Yeah, they don't know how. I mean, they can know about how many cities, because over here you can actually get a readout of how many cities somebody has. Over, for example, Norway is on 4 cities, and the problem with having 4 cities and no harbors is you don't have an economy. What is his 4th city? Safety settler. Whoa, Christian Sand to the north. How and why did he get this? I never saw that coming. Ulysse doesn't have a Norway. Yeah, okay. Let's see, what do we go here? What's missing? Religious. Gold and me. Lege announced the Conquistador push. Oh, he did? I feel like when you said that, I felt like there was even some sound with that, you know, like tan ta ta tan 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 ta ta tan 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 ta ta tan. We got the Lege going for Conquistadors. Man, I would love to have one of those. I guess until I actually get one of those sound machines over here, you're gonna have to get used to me doing those sounds. I'm not sure if it's that bad. Or good, won't that matter. Russia, Canada always getting their turn response always makes them so safe. Yeah, that should be your subscriber sound. Kappa, yes, bro. Well, Portugal recovered really good considering he lost one of his only 3 cities. Yeah, I mean, he was building already quite a few of those settlers, and he's getting pushed quite hard over here. It does look like, honestly, England is not going to have a lot of success over here. He would have needed one of these catapults. Should have been actually on the stone tile here if he actually wanted to take Dalgada. You see, he's gonna deal some damage, and then the city is gonna heal a little bit, and he's gonna deal some damage. The city is gonna heal. It's gonna be like an endless circle of healing and healing and healing and healing and healing and healing. Anyway, we do need to see what Norway is going to do here with these berserkers. He might deal some damage to the Hungarian defense, but of course we do have JackTheRipper with quite a few pre-builds. And, well, I mean, he does have ready up quite a few of these units to chop his other units. We'll see what he's going to want to do. I see a few Zerkers going to the west. Okay, well, now it's the moment that Maori is actually pushing in towards Antium, and I do notice Kume is also going to have a problem. Berzisco, thank you very much for the follow, sir. Welcome to the stream. On Russia, we do have him breaching at 246 culture mark in the ANA score screen. He did get a second golden age. Looks like only Lege got a golden age for their side, and Softstyle looks like he got one. Malm is in normal age, Aytheak normal age. I'm actually thinking it's probably more useful to have a dark age at this point, especially for Rome, who just got an extra +5 on his units if he wants to, right? The thing is, did he plug in the card? No. He didn't plug in the card, bro. Romrom. Oh, there we go. It just wasn't showing up. So the Twilight Valor card, you see, Oligarchic Legacy, Twilight Valor, +5 combat strike for all melee attack units. Oh well. We'll see how that will happen. There are quite a few walls up in Rome cities, Antium, Rome, and Cume all have walls. It does look like, of course, Maori is more interested in trying to do as much damage as possible, while he is getting the positioning on those cities with his catapults. I do see it will take quite a bit of time, especially with the Legion inside of the city, to take down the walls. We do have from the east side also a few of these Maori units trying to take the shots on the city of Antium with crossbows defending that city. It might be a hard endeavor to go for. While on the west side, yes, Spain keeps on pushing towards the city of London. You do see Aytheak is trying to save that city somehow. I don't think he will actually have any kind of chance to save it, honestly. While Delgado is being pushed every turn, you do see, unfortunately, one single catapult doesn't deal enough damage against the city center, and it does look like more and more Portuguese units are gathering over there. We do have a Norwegian boat also poking at Lisbon every time, and unfortunately it doesn't look like he's also gonna get that going. Even Hungarian units from Hong Kong are joining the party. We do have a Norwegian Great General with quite a few berserkers showing up next to the borders of Hungary. By the looks of it, in the tech side, we do have gunpowder discovered. Wait a second, gunpowder. Where is it? Well, of course, Jack's available. Oh my god, he's gonna get pillaged everywhere. He's gonna get very annoyed over here. Commercial pillaged by Russia. We do have a possible commercial pillage in Debrecen. It's just Russia needs to actually get some, how to say, get some courage and send those units towards his opponent. I'm pretty sure actually Russia should go for his... oh no, he went forward ministry? But why, bro? Oh no. I mean, that just seals the deal. Russia will never be successful here with building units. He's gonna die to Spain at some point. And you are saying conquistadors. Conquistadors against whom, though? I see one. I see two possible conquistadors, but like that's it. We got even Grandmaster Chapel coming out from Madrid. I mean, I guess you can buy them on the front line. Oh wait, you can't buy them anymore, right? On your if they're not your cities, you can actually need to get a city on the front line. How can another player boost a civic or tech for another player? In a team format, whenever a player discovers, for example, a technology, it will give the boost to all of his team. And the same happens in the civics. If a player discovers a civic, he will give the boost to all of his team. Okay, now we do have frigates coming out. It looks like it's going to be much faster. Faith, yeah, he can definitely get a city here. When I play online, I always use China, so because I thought the boost would be OP, but I don't see him as often here. China isn't actually quite used for his bonuses, as in the boost bonuses. It's more used for its ability to use the extra builder charges. like to have the extra builder charges, and of course its ability to use the builder charges for his wonders and so on and so forth. CC, I don't know if that's gonna be it. Shaitan Netin, hello there, sir. Good evening. It does look like Kume is getting stomped over here slowly, and those catapults are working through the wall defenses. We do have Maori managing to do quite a bit of bonus here. We do have also Hungary getting attacked. His walls are down, and it does seem like JackTheRipper over here is gonna need to put some work on his land. We do have Lege, the biggest one of them all, with 95 and 38. But look at Chuck go, 80 and 306. Nobody can defend the culture victory. Oh my god, is this gonna happen? 3 out of 30. Is this culture victory gonna happen? Oh my god, nobody can go against him. Like, there's literally nobody can go against him. Lege is too busy killing the cities of England, but not fast enough. And we do have Norway going against Portugal, but again, nobody's killing anybody fast enough. Norway is pushing Hungary. He was also the gold generator here, but Hungary somehow, with all of his opening stats over here for the extra science and so on, the +4 commerce, those +4 the campuses, and so, it just didn't pan out. Looks like he's 49 cents with 32. What are his stats? Like, he has 2, 4, 6, 8 cities. I was expecting a lot of stats till now. What happened? Oh, he went internals. That's what his stats are, right? 153 production, 165 food. Well, we gotta see if those internals are actually gonna mix very well here. He just jumped up to 77 science, 32 culture. I'm actually curious if that's just Pingala activated on the third bonus, or is that the double for his campuses. Let's see the Berserkers also do the damage here against the Hungarian cities. Looks like Malm with his 3 cities is managing to do the damage against 2 civilizations over here. Okay, that's one. Let's see. Oh no, he let the I mean, sure, that's a unit down. He's just sacrificing units for nothing over here. Well, it's not for nothing. He's trying to buy time to get his other units out from his other cities, but it's 4 turns for a black army, 3 turns for a black army. Man, this is not working. Like, where's the extra production going to? Like, shouldn't he have like amazing production somewhere? Like, this is not working. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Anyway, in the overall tab, we do have 118 tourism per turn from Chuck. Of course, oh my god, everybody's like lower than 40. Wait, lower than 40 culture? What is happening? Oh. Just was more with the same push on you, but got and is reaping consequences of fails. I mean, I think there's a saying: you don't put your eggs in the same basket. Just saying. Jack is. I don't know what Jack is doing. I mean, I don't know what Jack is doing here. We do have, of course, Rome actually losing his city strength. You do see that, of course, the Maori Toas did get there. Multiple catapults taking down the city center. Wall of Throne is getting rebuilt, while I do see Rome did manage to push back Maori to the north. Man, I gotta say, unbelievable defense from Romrom. Staying so good in this game so many turns. That is unbelievable for him. Maybe Norway could actually, well, I guess Norway does have, you know, his full focus on Portugal here. He wants to take out as fast as possible Riggy. While honestly, Riggy is a pain right now. -2 gold. We got him barely on 17 cents with 12 culture. They are irrel at this moment. Yes, so is Aytheak, and I'm pretty sure Spain will have an issue. Whoa, whoa, victory! We got a GG! Whoa, 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 whoa! JackTheRipper called out the GG over here. Did he? Wait. Did he just GG and left the game? how I was expecting Lege to call out the GG. Anyway, so it does look like with Maori getting next to Romrom over here, he did manage to get enough damage points against Rom to erel him. At the same time, he did also try to get some support help on Eleanor on the west side. It does also we do also notice that we did have Hungary try to get some support, some damage done against Eleanor with Mexico City. He failed his attack against Leeds. Leeds pushed back with archers and of course horses, took down Mexico City, gifted to Maori. Maori was encircling slowly but surely Rome. We did have Norway actually getting a line of units towards Portugal over here, towards Lisbon, towards Guarda. He took down the city of Porto and was preparing for a second wave of attack. Also, we did have 3-city Norway dealing so much damage against against Hungary that he was taking out cities. We had catapults, we had berserkers, we got of course more of these crossbows coming out with a general for him. It does look like the production was just not enough on Hungary. Muscles not that big. We did have also Lege trying to do his best over here to get the attack going against his opponent. He did manage to take down the capital city and other 2 cities on Eleanor. It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough because the danger was coming from Chuck's culture victory. We did have him with Colosseum, Temple of Artemis, Oracle, Hanging Gardens, pagodas, theater squares, holy sites. Everything was working for him over here, and it does look like they did. Wait, Hungary go audience chamber? I mean, wait, where? I don't see his government plaza. So, oh, I see. Yes, he went audience chamber with foreign ministry. Ecletian, good evening, sir. Why did I CC? We're gonna find out in just a few moments. Give me a second so I can join the channels over here. We might hear some whining, I gotta say, and we might hear a lot of French talk. So French, I mean français. But I do hope you guys are gonna understand. It is important to actually get some post-game chat going here. Oh, I see. Actually, is there no post-game chat? Where are the players? Give me a second. Oh, I see. Okay, we're going. Public 10.
I'm going to build many slingers.
Like 5.
Were you one turn in slingers?
Yes. I got God of Forge.
Oh. Because what the fuck? You had 8 archers when I came. I thought maybe you're just gonna have 2 or 3. I have 5 swords on his border, turn 20 something in with oligarchy, and then the guy just has 8 archers. And I can't even one-shot them on the floodplains. What the fuck?
I see that.
I fucked up. I put 2 turns into mysticism instead of military tradition. I was afraid that you were gonna levy it, so... But I think without military tradition, I couldn't one-shot an archer. It was always surviving at 5 HP.
When I see that, I put it at my advantage for trade. Just side archers. But well played. Oh l'enfer.
GG, well played.
GG.
Russia too big.
Shut
Russia
up,
too big, man.
I also
Was you surprised about the draft, Michael?
I'm sorry?
The draft escalated quickly.
The plan was if they picked Portugal, we hesitate into picking Maori and Norway. And Malm said, why not both?
I was expecting the Maori pick. I wasn't expecting the Norway pick, honestly. That was quite something. Well, why didn't you ban Maori though? It's like Lotaro, right? It's so much chaos that he's doing on the map.
Because Maori is a bit slow now. He can't be. He can't rush like before.
Maori is a bit unpredictable instead of Mapuche is always a pain. Wherever he is and whatever he's doing.
Yeah. Yeah, why did you remap the second one though? I know the first one, that was quite a problem, but the second one?
That was Ulysse' choice.
No, you
second
meaning
one?
just after the settings issue?
Yeah, after the setting issue,
Because
We got only one continent.
He's talking about Ulysse remark, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
about
Ulysse
continent,
did.
can we talk about the green continent on this map?
The big
The green continent
Zealandia.
is like is the map.
Wait.
And Lege has triple continent split over there. Quadruple actually, if he moves a little bit to the north.
Ah, nice spawn, Chuck. I see the secret there. I just looked in it. Oh yeah, you have what, 7 deers in your capital.
Yeah,
Nice.
something like that.
Ah.
And Pamukkale with even more deal. But to be
But
honest,
why
this is the
you
karma
put Lavra
because
next to it instead of campus or theater?
yeah,
Oh, there was another deer there. Oh, it was hiding. Ah, and Sahani continent too. Nice one, dude. Dude, oh my god, you have so. Why you didn't put an Artemis from our side? There is so much shape. You could have gotten amenities from it. I guess you go. Oh wait, you have so
it's
many.
fine. I already have +5.
Oh, it's fine. You have 3 camps in Novgorod as well, so there is 3 more amenity. Like, are you fully ecstatic? Did you get Colosseum? Or did you not try to go for it? Oh no, you
I
get
went it. I did not rush it, but it was mostly a contest because I didn't want you to have it or Leech to have it.
2 City Colosseum.
3.
No, I made it
Oh,
like
3
on
City, sorry.
yeah, I made it like on 50 or 55.
He could get a 4th one on the west side. He never settled
So
that
you're just
coast.
a deer. But I had such a I thought I had such a good time, and I honestly didn't think that Eleanor could defend her. And I'm like, I went in and he like shot my archer, but the worst part is I should have taken battle cry instead of the +10 against range. So
Yes.
I was not one shot on your archer. So it's literally the reason I couldn't push, because if I don't one shot it, you just like shoot 8 times back. I don't know, it's like a mistake. I think I also a bit hesitated working towards the lead when you put the horse there. I think I could have just slammed it and raised it, but
Not sure about that because you don't have.
I had
generals.
oligarchy. I was doing like 40 damage per hit.
Okay, maybe.
I just like I hesitated and you made a move and then like it fucked me.
But
Hey, thank you very much for the follow, Girthquake XL. Hello, welcome to the stream, sir. We're just going through the debrief right now.
my cities, then I just try to kill as much as possible swordmans.
Yeah, I mean I think I could have raised late if I actually started slamming before. I mean, like when you move the horse in, the tile was empty. If I move sword there and slam the city, I think I kill it.
Yes.
At some point, Jack, I wanted to buy 3 or 4 knights to pillage you but I understood that I don't play face civ enough because I made a foreign ministry in my capital instead of Grandmaster Chapel.
Oh my god, I thought that was a mistake, but I thought
So,
I
was
thought
like-
you wanted that, and I was like,
I was
why?
like, okay, it's useful because I can contest Hungary with pagodas, but
I mean, honestly,
if a Lege push me later in the game, I'm not good.
Non,
you would have won by the Legis push.
j'étais juste en train de faire 1000 de mousquettes. Hein. J'étais
Ouais,
en train de faire 1000 de conquistadors. Et,
Ouais,
si
j'ai
t'as pas
vu
de
la
chapelle,
statue de Zeus. C'est ce que
je pense que si t'as pas de chapelle, c'est la merde. Hein.
Is that
Ouais,
why?
je pense
Is that
aussi.
why you guys didn't go for half wave, because you fucked up before a minister?
Did you listen
No.
the thing again?
The French one? No, I didn't.
No, he has no chapelle when he talked with Michael.
Yeah, that's what I said. Is that why Is that why they decided to?
No, we noticed that like 2 or 3.
Ah, okay.
But Soft said he could maybe kill Rom if Rom couldn't produce more units, so we max plus production, and we thought about building Conquistador will be painful for Lege too. And the second one we max the city states because I'm generating some gold by trading with Samarkand, so
Yeah, the gold was an issue.
No, maybe I should have went for
except
Taruga
Lege.
instead of. But I think did we meet? When did we meet Taruga? Do you remember? Romrom.
I think we met it 2 turns after you levy the other city-state. Yeah, if we met it before, I think it's better to levy Taruga than the other one. Because you have my units too.
Yeah, I know. But I kinda. I mean, I guess I didn't. I mean, Portugal was under pressure. I felt like if there would be a few galleys on England, I could attack with a sword and succeed, but it didn't work.
Yes, I was afraid about that. Just Riggy come with 2 galley that can kill me too, but landscape irrelevant.
I honestly don't understand how the fuck is Archer not getting one shot by a Hungarian sword
I'm
on
so
the
happy.
flop lanes. Like, what is it? It's like 15 strength minus 2, 13.
With
I guess.
Oligarchy.
Yeah, I had Oligarchy and I have my +3, so my sword should be 43, and his archer is 13, but I never rolled. Even when he was not fortifying, I could never roll an attack that would kill his archer. I was always low rolling.
It's 36 to be sure to one shot.
Yeah, it's 36 to 30
Yes.
is like what 80% I think or something. But I just didn't fully commit. I kept kind of waiting in the back.
Quite an action-packed
Malm,
game over
you
here.
had the great help of a catapult from Johannesburg. It was shooting down my city for 5 turns in a row.
I just use it for that.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw how it kept spamming units at me,
Yes.
and then it just like parked a catapult on the hill and just started shooting down my wall when Malm came to attack me on top of his catapults. I mean,
Well, there we have it, guys. I don't think we're gonna find anything new over here. Thank you very much for joining. I do hope you enjoyed the show. It does look like Nouveau Parti Anti-Foi did manage to get the win on Team Ulysse with a very impressive sim over here from Russia. He did get bigger. He did make a few mistakes as well, but still managed to nail that into the ground. And of course, we did have quite a few action points on the map. We had Maori going against Rome. We did have Lege managing to take out England over here. Portugal did remain alive even if it was attacked from the north by Norway, and of course from the south by England. We did have over here a skirmish started between Rome and Norway and Hungary. He did start to take away cities from Hungary, and it does look like it will take some time for the Black armies to come out to actually beef up those cities' defenses. We did have also an insane spawn for Spain over here. Triple continent split. Spain did manage to get quite a few cities out and build up his missions. We were expecting him to do a lot of damage against his opponents. It did take a while to actually take out Eleanor, and it does look like Eleanor was managing to delay his city's takeover for enough time that Spain over here would have had a problem. The problem was they would have gotten the win in more more specific, Chuck would have gotten the win before the next era with 118 tourism a turn, 293 culture. There was nobody that was doing that much culture on them, and they didn't have the setup for the culture defense. Not even one theater square on their side. They were fully focused on the war moves, and of course, since they had to use their economy and so on, it was quite a bit of an issue over there for them. Well, I think that was about it. GG, definitely, with much pleasure, closing. Salty Capybara, nice to see you over here, and we do need to see the game on Wednesday. Barking Yang, we're gonna need to see what's happening with them. Nice to see you, Nitro, and thank you for stopping by. I hope to see you again. Also, Dr. Stas was commenting a bit over here with the opening my aromatic with a beer. Oh, yes, sir. CC Pyro, bonsoir. It was Nouveau Parti Anti-Foi who did manage to snatch that victory. With much pleasure, Daisuke. Well, without further ado, I will close this because I have a CPL meeting to go to. I'm not even sure if it is still there, but hopefully. And we're gonna see each other in 2 days on Wednesday. If you do wanna take a look at my Discord, I do have announcements made for every game that I stream over here. Upcoming games, I do have my schedule. We already see we got 2 games scheduled over here. I think 3 actually. I need to put the one on Thursday also over here. We got you got also a channel, OnSpotTV streams. It will give you information about my upcoming stream always, and to get the invite you just have to write the exclamation mark Discord. Boom, you're gonna get that Discord link, and you're gonna get this information going. If you're coming up from YouTube, thank you very much for joining us. I do hope you enjoyed the show, and you're gonna give it a thumbs up. It does help me a lot to get better with the algorithm, get buddy with the algorithm. And if you didn't, I totally understand it. Throw it a thumbs down so I can. I know I'm gonna need to improve myself, and I'm gonna try to get better. In the meantime, of course, I do hope you're gonna have an amazing evening. Do also hope we're gonna see each other in the next stream, and have some fun with some Civilization 6 content. Bye.
Mm.